Hello, folks, and welcome in to the D&D stream where we play Dungeons & Dragons with friends. My neighbors are apparently stomping. That was a lot. But yeah, we're going to play D&D. It's been a couple weeks. I fell asleep last week and didn't join, so that was fun. But yeah, we're going to get back into it and see what happens today. I got to get my list. All right, so yeah, let's get back into doing the thing. If my camera, there it goes. All right.
I'm not.
Hello, folks.
I'm just gonna use Roll20. Hello.
Oh, good day.
I'll just give you my sign-in account for D&D Beyond Noodle. I trust you. Don't delete my characters, please.
Oh, delete your characters? I got you. By the way, hi everyone, you're on stream.
Same, you're on stream.
Hello.
Ooh, I didn't consent to this. My voice is dead.
You gotta deal with it. All right.
Actually, might help me with my Kazoo voice. I don't know.
Last time on our intrepid adventures here, our adventurers were making their way to the new land, the home of Kazur, and sailing the seas to get there. They've met a few quirky individuals and had a fight with some pirates. And after burning their ship down, continued onwards before being enticed to an island by some sort of sorceress or necromancer or some demented woman of some sort, where they were lured onto and then asked to play with her plaything, which turned out to be a giant flesh construct made up of a few different bodies. After narrowly defeating it and escaping death, they came to and were told to shove off, basically, as her playtime had ended and it was time for them to go. So they gathered the crew that had made their way onto the island as well and pushed off back to their ship where we're going to pick up, where you guys just now get back on the ship after what just happened and get to decide what to do next.
I want to kill her.
Rosalind's pretty beat up. So
Oh,
she
really?
kind of. Oh yeah, she kind of got knocked the fuck out. So did you, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I got killed.
All of you are fucked.
Oh yeah, I'm at
except me.
7%. Yeah, I have 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. So I would like to take a long nappy.
I
Alright,
really want to
let's-
kill her. Captain, write this place
How are
down.
you- How
the
are you
island
even
down.
talking with that much energy, Ina? You were almost dead.
I get feisty when I get tired and hurt. That's how it is. That's why we get in trouble so much.
Alright, the three of you go sleep it off. We'll have an after-action report in the morning. How about that?
Write it down, Captain.
Why is my mouse not working?
We will take note of the location. Still not entirely sure what happened here, but sure, we'll keep it on the charts.
Sleep time.
Sleeping time.
All right. The three of you go
Yeah,
to
I think
sleep.
I'm good. I think I'll stay watch.
Okay.
What is
No,
wrong
I
with
probably.
you? Why are you insane?
I mean, I don't have. What was my hit points? Hold on. Did I think I healed. Oh yeah. No, I only lost 20 hit points. Noodle.
Fuck you.
That's because you stayed away the whole time. To be
Wait, we took a long rest, right? I can like put my health
Well,
back.
I was going to say, the three of you are going to sleep for the evening. Kazur is staying up to keep watch and
Make
An
sure
eye
you
on the
get
crew.
The fuck away from this fucking island.
as you guys begin to set sail again, the captain and hands that were controlled or charmed during these events are kind of shaken and don't exactly remember what happened, but are there. Kazur, I need to open everybody's fucking thing. Yes, Ina.
Did that one live? Did we bring him with us?
Which one?
There was a
Oh,
deckhand in the fight
yeah.
with us.
Yeah, he lived.
He lived?
Yeah, he lived.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually passed all of his death saving throw.
Yeah, he was stabilized.
Fuck.
What a hero.
What a goose. I love that. What a good
He's
guy.
Google's next character.
Yes. No, actually, my next character is a woman.
Deckhand.
All
one.
Really?
right.
It's a woman.
I'm gonna make a guy, I think, next.
You guys
New love
begin to
interest
set
for
sail.
Kazura, let's go.
Nah,
Go ahead.
I don't think so.
Be funny.
Kazur, since you're the only one awake, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Oh boy. Let's see here.
Roll high or low.
Oh,
Just
oh
not in the
God.
middle.
99.
99.
That's terrible.
Wow, that's
It's
really
either-
high.
It can either be amazing or horrible. Let's see.
Look, Panties, you did say roll high.
I did. That was on me.
Starting the
Alright.
day off with a 99.
As you guys set sail, it is later in the evening. The sun is setting. The sky is turning purple. A few clouds overhead, little wisps of things. But it is a clear day, or clear night, I guess I should say, of sailing with not much transpiring. As you're entering the end of your watch, though, Kazur, about the time, be like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., something like that. You look over the side of the ship, and there's just a small pod of dolphins kind of following you guys along, jumping and getting along the next side or alongside the ship. It's calming, but nothing else happens, and the three of you can take your long rests now.
I get dolphins with a 99.
You got dolphins with a 99.
Perfect. That is what we needed.
Pretty.
Well, the dolphins have lasers on their head.
They do not have lasers on their head.
Okay.
Seeing that it's quiet and like the dawn is starting to rise, I'm gonna like probably try to get some sleep. That way when I wake up, they'll be all good to go.
So the three of you come to consciousness as Kazur comes down and is groggy and kind of eyes drooping at this point, ready for bed. The three of you now make your way up on deck with the other set of hands. You come up and find Dexmal hurling over the side of the ship once again.
Blessing of the Forge. Rose.
Okay.
Hey, what are you blessing?
Armor.
Nice.
Unless it's magical. Right?
It's not.
Okay.
But
I don't think
yeah.
it's magical. It's just adamantine. That's not magical, right?
No.
It's just a special metal. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Baron, go ahead and roll just a d20 for me. Don't add anything, just roll a d20 for me.
All right. I got a 11.
Okay.
Ooh, someone is mildly okay, attractive wise.
Hooray. It's the nicest thing anyone's ever said about me.
I'm not talking about you.
So you were checking out.
I'm just kidding.
It's that dolphin in the water. It's like,
All right.
Oh,
As you
I like that
guys
flipper.
are sailing this day, the noon sun is high and it's hot. Ina, you've made your way up to the crow's nest and you're just kind of out watching out over the ocean, drawing some scenes that you're seeing. You do, with your passive perception, you notice far off in the northern distance a small little peak poking out over the horizon.
A peak?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna squint my eyes real hard. And try and get like a not passive look at it.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Wink, wink. Where is my perception? Wink. 18.
18. It's far out there, and it's literally just like a small little triangle on the horizon, and it's kind of hard to make out, especially on a hot afternoon on the sea, as the the heat waves kind of distort everything. The best you can make of it is that it's probably the peak of a mountain. You're not entirely sure, but the best you can make of it there.
Then I'll go
Land
very
ho.
Ina, grab the thing and go swirl, whirl, whirl, whirl down the post. To the captain, I'll land like doom, right in front of him. Like, let's head that way. There's a little mountain ahead, I believe. Check with your binoculars.
I'm not entirely sure what binoculars are, but yeah, based
The
on
bunnies.
based on the information and rough map that your pal Kazura down there gave us, that should be the mountain peaks up there of Mirko that we're passing by now. I can't get a good look at them, but I'd imagine that's what they are. Means we're heading in the right direction.
Ina, let's go.
The navigator comes up and has a chart in their hand and some sort of apparatus over the eye. You're not entirely sure what it is. Yeah.
Oh.
Judging on where the mountains are at and our current pace, I'd say 5 more days we'll probably be there. So, you have a decent
Days?
grasp on where you're at right now.
All right. I won't wake the game up. The gang up.
I think we were already awake. It's
3 of you
only
are awake.
Kazor.
Kazura is asleep
Yeah.
right now, yeah.
Oh. Well, right.
Both eyes
Well, I
closed,
guess
not
I'll go
one.
look at the fish while we wait.
Roll a perception check.
Mink. 12.
There are no fish to look at the moment.
All right, never mind. I'll sit in my hands.
You know what you should get? Polarized glasses.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a whole world under there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at them up so I don't forget.
All right. But going forward, the day is easy, the breeze is strong, and you guys make good headway on this next day of journey, knowing a decent amount on where you're at. So I'm doing this in 3-day sections. So with his roll, this 3-day section was clear, aside from the pot of dolphins. So I'm assuming you guys will go switching back to your on-off shifts where 2 of you are awake and 2 of you are asleep. So
Yeah.
whoever would like to roll for the next 3-day segment.
Oh, well, I was gonna wake up and have a conversation with
Oh,
them
yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
eventually. So, do I get the long rest even if I woke up a little early?
Yeah, well, you get your long rest, yeah.
Okay.
I imagine sitting, eating, and talking is still like restful.
Yeah, as long as you're not like actively doing something, it's counted as a rest.
All right. Okay, I just needed a little rest. I knew you'll be up. How are y'all feeling?
Pretty good, actually. I felt like I was about to die, but I had
All 3 of you were.
a whole night's rest, and holy shit,
Mm-hmm.
a whole new man.
That was a close one.
Yeah, that was sketchy.
Rosaline tilts her head like she's cracking it a little bit and goes, the amount of times I've almost died with you, all of you, is kind of concerning now I think about it.
Yeah.
I should try to damper that a bit.
It was the first time with me, I'm pretty sure.
Everyone
It's not the
remembers their
first time
first.
with these 2. I've actually died once, actually. It's not fun.
I brought her back
Poor bagger.
twice, I think.
Once.
Once.
You
Mm.
brought our other friend alive too.
Oh, true. Yes.
Me?
Oh,
I-
the scaly one, he died as well.
Mhm, yeah,
At the same time, how fun.
a big demon blew up. It wasn't good.
Maybe we need to evaluate battle plan, strategy.
No.
Yeah.
If y'all are going down this fast, this quickly.
Well, a big thing I was gonna bring up is like
Not quickly, consistently, my bad. Let me specify that.
I was the only one to not be tricked by the scary witch lady. And I'm not
Mhm.
using that as a point of like, haha, me better, you
Hi,
worse.
Goofin.
But I
Goofin.
I think it's an issue or like a weakness of ours if we can all be swayed
Yeah.
by magic.
After the many times I've been magically swayed, as you put it, it's definitely a weakness of mine.
It's a little scary when every single person is trying to climb onto an island and you're trying to push them away. It's, you know,
Well, I don't know what we do about it.
me neither. I think it's a little. It's an issue of ours. I don't know.
Actually, now I think about it, a lot of the times I've almost perished did involve something similar.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should get I don't know, a wizard cap with wisdom buffs on it.
Maybe. I don't know. Are there like in Delventia? Do you know? Because if there are any like anybody that would be able to help us with that, protect us, like items or
Well, there's trainings I've undergone. That was for years and years of training and just, paying attention to things. But from what I know of these things, from my training,
Huh.
sometimes it's not even those with the highest. How to compare it? Let's compare it to Rose here with her full armor. You would say, Rose, that it's quite difficult to land a hit on, correct?
With experience? Yeah, definitely.
You still get hit from time to time from someone who is skilled.
Yeah, unfortunately. If only
You-
everyone was just little squashy bugs.
With that, when it comes to tricks of the mind, it's similar. You can fortitude and train yourself. But at times, the defense is going to get broken. Some people have higher, it's just how much armor you have. Sometimes an attack is weak and it doesn't do much. And sometimes it's overwhelmingly oppressive and gets the best of us.
little
So,
faith doesn't hurt every once in a while too.
Yeah. Not for this old gal.
Do you have the capability of testing our mental fortitude? Perhaps we can train with you.
oh wait, I need a roll actually for what kind of day this is. Oh no, okay, that's a 7. It's not bad.
I don't think she wasn't asking Kazura specifically. I think
No,
she was
yeah.
asking both Kazura and Baird.
I mean,
Lena is of the. What I know, you're a druid, and druids should be good at this.
Well, I don't know what we're talking about.
she's having an off day.
I don't know much about this part of D&D. What?
God,
Oh,
the saving throw.
If I
okay.
what?
To explain to Brandy, the player, what we're talking about is that a lot of times, I don't know if you know, but like people with low wisdom scores get mentally charmed or affected a lot. Like, remember,
Yeah.
I got charmed by a vampire. This
Yeah.
time I got charmed by the sorceress. They're basically saying, is there a way to improve our wisdom in game?
Is there?
Put some charms or do something that help protect us from this. That's what we're trying to talk about.
But is there?
No.
We all don't know.
Realistically, no.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
okay.
kind
I just was like, is there like, are you
It's just dependent on
waiting
what
for me
Fork
to
does,
be like,
but
No, I
We're
think
just playing around.
Kazura's.
I'm just
Kazura's-
educating, saying like, hey, Rose, don't feel bad. This is just kind of how it is. I'm explaining it that it's like just normal hitting. It's just some people have higher or not. It's just it is the way it is.
I do have one spell in case we're really in a mind or something, but it will only go off at like later times. Like once you're already charmed, how would I know if we're getting charmed in the process? How would I get it?
Well,
to go?
Ben, you're a cleric, correct?
That is correct.
So you should have the abilities to relieve.
Yeah, let's just say I wasn't prepared. But from now on, I will be prepared.
That's fine. I don't fault you for that.
Yeah.
It's understandable. We're in new waters for you three. New dangers. I didn't even know about that bitch over there on the island.
That was fucked. But as
But,
long as every island in this new land isn't like that, I think we'll be fine.
it's not. We're getting to a much safer one. I will say, I am glad I have some capability of healing, and I got you up to help out the others, because that could have been bad.
Yes.
That came in clutch.
Ugh. But no, she went full crazy after the three of you were dead or down. I didn't see any of it. It was crazy.
Oh, really? Tell us about it.
Another, like, well, not her, but the thing. What did she name it? Jimmy? I don't remember.
Fuck, I wrote it down.
Some childlike name. I can't remember what it was.
I did not write it.
The spell
if
magic?
That's so. I guess I can talk to Mila about it afterwards. More like Ina could. We could get all the details.
Oh.
Was your bird even there?
My bird was there. We used her for like.
Mm.
Wait, I'm pretty sure she like follows me around, but she doesn't join fights.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like always there.
No one suspects. Mila.
Mila.
Is there writing down Mila's name on his like to kill list now?
Right under all our names.
No, she was, or whatever that thing was hulking over you, Baron, and was about to strike a blow.
That's true. I do remember that.
And
No.
trusty crossbow here came in clutch. Its surge of magical ability came out and exploded the fucker.
Well, thank you. I mean,
Well, words.
I've been the last man standing before, and it's lonely. It's lonely at the top.
Owl words, Rose. Are you correcting my grammar right now? I'm a little perturbed by that situation, so that's why I'm a little angry with it.
No, I'm not doing any such things. Just commenting.
Anyhow. Alright. So yeah, y'all are all good. Nothing super freaky happened. I mean, more freakiness happened while y'all were all out, but nothing too drastic.
Okay.
Well, good. Baron's gonna go to his room, or I mean, part of the boat, and he's gonna work on just little trinkets, little more than trinkets. He's got to spread the good word.
Did you ever finish that javelin for her?
He did.
Yes, he
have
did.
it.
I did.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I'm like, oh, he's working on trinkets, not the
actually-
javelin.
I actually think I got it in a session you weren't here.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
under
the pirate
contract.
fight.
Use it next combat.
Yeah, I want to use it next combat for sure.
Alright, I guess we'll go back to our shift duties then.
I do want to talk to you a bit, Kazor. The thing is that it feels like we're really close to the island. Maybe we should get some advice about what we're going to do when we're there and how should we act and all that good stuff, you know? It's completely new waters for all of us.
My advice is shut the hell up and follow me.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. You gotta give us more than that.
Kazor, I'd like to remind you, we almost got ourselves killed at a city in my country because this one, she points to the gnome, didn't know how to keep her mouth shut. I said the same thing. So perhaps come up with like another plan.
Would I say that my order is in basically complete control of the city that we're going into? Are there
Yeah,
criminal undergrounds and stuff that I know about or anything like that?
Not in your, I mean, you know about criminal undergrounds, but not in your city. Your city is a small kind of, I don't want to say village because it's definitely large enough to be a city, but it's definitely not like the capital or anything like that.
Oh,
like
I know it's not capital. It's just like it's
But
a
it's-
base of operations. kind
yeah,
of thing.
basically.
Well, where we're going is home territory for my order.
What?
We control the city. It is our city.
You have any rules? No spitting on the sidewalk. No.
Don't piss off anyone with anyone who looks important. Don't piss off.
Oh boy.
Oh.
That's already.
Hence why I say shut up and follow me, because I'm rather well respected.
Not after we come in there. Just kidding.
Some of them are nice with words and give warning. Others will just likely cash you out as someone bad and immediately try to slit your throat.
Oh.
So, less warning, more doing.
Should we not mention the island?
No, don't mention that island. Don't mention your home territory.
Be right back.
I like
Do you
that.
think we should come up with fake stories from where we're
yeah.
They
from?
won't act. Just give
Well,
a
in
name.
case.
Should we come up with new names?
Frothmade Isles. Boom. That's where you're from.
Frothmane.
Frothmane.
Okay, Snowy Main. Got it.
No, not name. Don't change your names. Just keep it consistent. It's easier that way.
Do we have to make up backstories about
No,
ourselves?
no.
Oh my god, this could be fun!
Is Baron even around for this conversation?
Yeah.
He's just gonna instantly. Oh, I thought he was in his little. No.
Let's say we followed you
Oh, yeah,
there.
you were
We're
down
having
there.
this conversation.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
yeah.
I was just picturing Baron fucking it up for everyone. Hello, we are people from a new land.
I'm really sorry that, like, Fork, maybe you wanted to show us something, but I generally think we as characters need to get our shit together before we land.
No, you're fine. I'm trying to get the map of the land that you're going to, so you have a better idea going into this. Whenever,
Mhm.
whenever,
So,
whenever
I
you
just-
get there. So
I want to make sure we as characters know what and what not to say and got all our shit together
Mhm.
before we
Don't bring up
leave.
dragons. Don't discuss that.
I thought
Don't
you were
bring up
friends with
dragons.
I am, but I'm higher in the order, and so I'm permitted knowledge.
Right,
Speaking
can you
of
tell us a
dragons-
l-
You know what, Ina? Go ahead. You first. I think my question can be left for a little bit.
Can you tell us a little bit about this order? Are they like just fat boys that got some blades? Or what? What?
A frat boy?
Like a little dude who thinks he's better than everyone.
Oh. An arrogant
Yeah,
asshole. I
There
can't.
are individuals like that in the order.
But what is the morals of it? What brings all of
The
them together?
establishment of the order was long ago, long, fucking long ago. It was to deal with demonic and devilish entities running around in our realm.
When you say
Fight them
deal
off.
with.
Yes.
Oh, I've kind of heard of something like this, like a witcher.
A witcher.
Anyhow,
Is that kind of?
long, more vigilance of Stendar, kinda.
Oh, okay, okay.
In origin. However, in the past centuries of the order, we've kind of moved away from that since there wasn't much devilish or demonic activity. Kind of started making coin as mercenary work.
I
So now-
see.
The demons coming back. You
Feelings.
guys are out of retirement, or
My father and our sector of the order had always wanted to go back to the more true path, the origins of the order. There's others that are more interested in coin or diplomatic power. We have outposts everywhere. I was sent to establish an outpost when we heard of your new lands.
We heard, so
Which-
they know about it.
the higher ups, not the common men ones. That's y'all's knowledge is kind of in a needs to know basis.
Is there any way we can distinguish a higher up compared?
They look more badass than me.
Not really helpful, but okay.
You'll know. You'll know. There's an ego about it. We don't really. The higher ends. Well, I'm a shadow hand, I believe, is my.
I was just looking for my notes on that.
I'm trying to find it before it gave me this whole thing.
Wait, is this some thieves guild shit?
This does sound like a thieves guild. That's why
Or
Rose
like
is just
Dark
like,
Brotherhood?
We're not a thieves guild. We're a mercenary guild, basically.
yeah, it's a mercenary group. Yeah, I guess she wouldn't be too about it.
More of the mercenary group.
Hmm.
We have
And what
establishments in the other continent of Mostaborium. We have contacts for the Terra Glacia Desolacia, which is how I knew about Scalefound. And
The what?
Yeah,
The-
you're speaking lands that we do not know yet.
That's that's where the wolf.
y'all were told about the Terra Glacia.
Hmm.
That's where Scalefound's from.
Oh,
Oop.
right. Sorry. You're right. You're very much right.
I'm like, wait, you do know that one.
You're very much right. I completely forgot.
It's on the little map.
No, we have establishments everywhere. We have our hand in the honeypot of political allegiances, you know.
Let's
Sometimes someone doesn't want someone elected because they're a bad guy, some cleaning up, or
This is the Dark
false
Brotherhood.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Wait,
we got a little darker in the modern.
what is the
Mm.
name of Scalefound's like black dragonborn friend?
Can't remember her name either.
Drithla.
Yeah.
Drifla.
Uh,
Was Drifla part of your group?
No. Shared information though.
You are a shade stalker.
Shade Stalker.
That is
Sounds
so
way more-
edgy.
I didn't name this. This was Fork. I want to clarify that.
Edge.
That was Fork that made that name. I did not.
I want to.
Sometimes you
cut
just got to get the
by this
edginess
edge.
out, right?
Yeah. I go. Ooh,
Ooh.
spicy.
But yeah, if you want the ranks
yeah, I'll
again,
outline the ranks to them.
there's the leader and the head of it is the Scorch Quencher.
Okay.
Do you want to give names or you just want to tell them titles?
That's its titles.
Okay.
What's his order called again?
Dalvinchian order.
Your leader, so like the second in command, is the Devil Carver.
Okay.
Shade Stalkers are what he is, combat based, kind of not foot soldiers, but like lieutenants or generals kind of thing.
Commandos kind of thing.
Yeah, See, they're the special forces basically.
Stars? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
The scribes are known as oath searchers, and the head of the scribes is known as the Eyes of Horizon.
Hmm.
Those are the big deal names. There's lower rankings, of course, but those are more the.
Is there a reason why we aren't saying anything about our lands? That you know.
Your lands are. There's some infighting within my order. A little bit. Not like combat, not full scale war against one another yet, but it's hence as individuals want to go to the old ways, some want to keep up with their money grabbing new ways, some want other things. What once was a true order for good of the world is
Has become tainted.
a bit tainted and a bit corrupted.
Yeah,
And-
being that that's the case, I'd prefer they don't know our lands.
Yeah.
No offense, but if there's tainted people in your order, I'm sure they'll try to slaughter and take over land that isn't theirs. So
But not slaughter. They would more of
Try to own
shadow
it.
counsel it, take control without being in the eye.
gods, I've already had to deal with that once. I don't need it again.
Well, he wouldn't kill and infect everyone like that. It was more of like blackmail and like disappearing.
So you know
Well,
exactly.
The vampire.
Oh no, I'm saying you know exactly someone
No,
who
I meant
is.
it's not like how he would do it, as in your vampire
Oh.
dad.
Oh, got it, got it, got it. My
That's what I'm-
vampire dad.
My vampire dad.
That's an anime somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure.
Anyhow, yes, your information for all of your stuff, thankfully, was discovered by a trusted scribe within my allegiance faction of my order. And
So why are we with you? Oh yeah, you go first, Ben.
Well, I was just trying to figure out, like, so we don't bring up dragons, we don't bring up where we're from, and we just shut up and follow you. I think the
I
third
mean, you
one.
can make small talk conversation.
Yeah. Well, let's all agree that we're definitely not bringing up dragons or bringing up where we're from, because that
Of course.
fucked us up.
But
I know
so
we get
where?
wacky, but
What is
What
the
are
main
we-
story of why we're here?
What are we to you if someone asks why we're around you?
Informants.
Informants? Okay.
Won't we get
Yes.
killed for being spies?
undercover of the
No,
undercovers of the Delventian order.
no, that's not. It's more of y'all are sources of intel for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Y'all aren't in the order. I'm not going to claim y'all to be in the order.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're not scribes.
No.
All right.
Good lord, no. Oh god, I couldn't imagine you, Ina, being a scribe.
We're informants from the Frothmaid.
Roth Mid Isles.
Okay, perfect. What's name a city? Because if they ask me what city, I'm not gonna know. Baron's a bad liar.
I don't even think. Pork, did you ever give us city names for the Froth Mid Isles?
It does not have any cities. It just is. It's the Frothmade Isles. Like,
I see.
So I live in a little cottage near a little bit of water, and I watch people that come in and go in.
Y'all are from a small community in the Froth Mid Isles.
Yes.
That y'all recently, you've started living there.
What is the weather like there? And the foliage? What are the animals like?
Frothmade
Like
Isles
y'all's-
are old lands. It's very cold. It's not snowy and icy, but it's very cold, so it's kind of a drab place.
Skyrim?
Yeah. Not unsimilar to Skyrim, but less snow. Lots of like willow trees and small or large shrubbery kind of things. Fauna, there's not a whole lot. There's some like deer and elk type animals. There's wild cats and all manner of birds that circulate the isles. Fishing would be the main source of like food and income for them. It is also, and this is all coming from Kazur because he would know about it. It is also the oldest of the lands where civilization kind of originated from, and therefore one of the more religious areas of all of the lands, and houses some of the oldest ruins that are known at this point.
What's the religion?
Yeah, I was
All of
gonna say,
them.
what
It's
god?
just holy
Oh.
land because that's
Yeah.
the origin of elves, man. So
Oh.
you're gonna wing that as you're a practicer, you're a follower of Baron's, and he's a practicer.
Okay. So
Okay.
saying that I'm a man of the cloth there isn't unreasonable.
And I'm your apprentice.
And I'm a little old lady trying to find God after a life of.
You're man of cloth. You're the man of cloth, and I'm your apprentice, studying to become the next religious man.
Or
woman
you
of
could
cloth?
also be
Woman of
his
cloth?
bodyguard.
Or that. Oh, that too. I'm your bodyguard.
My holy bodyguard.
Yes.
What's the distance between here and here?
Um,
I'll change the color.
roughly
Like a
120 miles.
I don't know what that
roughly.
means. Like, how long would it take to get from here to here on a little tiny little paddle boat?
Rowboat.
On a
Probably
like a on a small boat, maybe a day or two, depending on
Oh,
wind
okay.
and currents and stuff like that. On
Okay.
a ship, it would probably take a day to go that far, but
So you can see the shores of. You can see each one from
you
each
could
place.
see, yeah, you could see other lands from other sides,
Yeah.
and it's not like flat. Like they're hilly and somewhat mountainous. Like the mountain that you see next to Delventia on this map is like huge. Like it is
Mhm.
a mountain. The Frothmade Isles are kind of craggy and mountainous, but not giant. It's like large boulders that are kind of in the
Oh, I
in
need
the
to bring
water.
up that
Ooh.
AI art that I gave you the other day for.
Oh
See
yeah.
Would it be fair? You know, in like Valheim, when we went to get like big wood, and there's like the troll blue dudes that are in that foresty. That's kind of what I'm picturing. Thoughts?
Similar.
Okay.
I know the gods aren't huge in Mirko, just based on the fact that my power is kind of out of service, but low bars. But would it be frowned upon if a religious man from the Frothmade Isles came to Mirko?
It's not.
In a form?
There are religious individuals here in Mirko. It's just falling out. Like a church isn't going to have the building's never filled
They need
on
a
holy
miracle.
days.
They need a miracle.
So it's not. You're not frowned upon, but you're not like respected.
So are we worshipping?
I mean,
Fuck.
you can worship
What's his
who
name?
you actually worship.
Are we worshipping Morden then?
You can worship who you actually worship.
I don't worship anyone. I like
You
what's her
literally-
face? But what's her name?
Melora.
Melora. I like Melora. She's really nice.
I would venture to say you worship her
You think so?
in your own way.
All right. All right.
Wild and
Maybe you guys are from one. All right. Wait. Maybe you guys are from one island and I'm from another. Think.
we don't have to overcomplicate this. You can
Oh,
be
I
from the same
like
area.
overcomplicating. Think, and I'll be from this one. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm just playing around with the fucking plants. And you're like, hello, do you want to hear about whatever? And I'm like, I got my Laura, but I'll come with you.
Doesn't logically make a lot of sense.
No, it's all good.
All right.
I rounded you up for religious studies to see if y'all know any more about the faith than what we have in our archives. That's what we're doing.
All right. Wait, is
Will we
Melora
ever
known
have to
everywhere?
Disclose that? Absolutely not. But
Does
Yeah.
more is better than less, I suppose.
do these places like Brimstar, Gilnar, Valsak, and Ulhara, do they have their own gods? Like, is there any gods that this place doesn't know about? You know what I mean?
I mean, there's
Just don't bring it up, you know? Do they know Melora?
y'all's gods are the same as the gods that we know about
Okay. Okay.
from y'all's original continents.
Convenient.
There's potentially more gods that we don't know about, but
Mm. But the ones that we would talk about
yes, those are fine.
wouldn't be. All right.
All
Okay,
right.
Melora. And, fuck, I keep thinking
Rose, you had another question.
Thanos or Torlo or something.
Yes, I have a couple. So, first things first,
Morden.
we're here specifically to help you out because we're trying to fight these things, these devils, these creatures we saw. What specifically is our purpose here?
We're on the same path. I'm helping y'all out, and y'all are helping me out.
Correct. But
Well,
what are we doing here specifically?
We're taking that rock that untrusty wizard fuck won't give to us to my. Wow, I'm drawing a blank on the name. To my scribe.
Okay, yeah.
Rock.
Genuinely, Noodle just completely forgot
Yes.
what we were doing.
We're dragging
oh.
his ass to bring the rock to my scribe.
Is this the rock
Right.
that your mom gave us?
It's the key.
It's the key.
It's the key.
Like, I forget everything.
All right, then second question. You say you're friends with dragons, and sure, you know, whatever. I guess I believe you. But the fact is, you have scales on your crossbow, and that leads me to be a little bit suspicious about that claim.
I'm gonna look at your crossbow. I don't think I noticed it when you noticed it.
It is. It's like black wood based, but around it there are these translucent white silvery scales.
Okay.
Right? It's
Yeah,
prismatic, right?
like translucent, but you know how Mother of Pearl has that prismatic effect on it? It's
Yeah.
like that, but the scales are also sort of see-through.
Wait,
So it's almost like that holographic film that you showed us the other day, Brandy. It's almost like that on dragon scales.
Okay.
wait, you don't hunt dragons, do you?
No, I don't.
Inside check.
Roll an insight check.
I think Rose would.
Wait, I don't even know if you would be able to break me. Wait, do I roll? I have to roll something here, don't I? To like fight off things?
Do persuasion or deception, and don't say which one, and we'll see.
Can I also insight? Because like this was originally Rose's. Like,
Sure.
Ian is mesmerized. Ooh.
And the question was, you don't hunt dragons, and he said, I do not hunt dragons.
Yeah, he said he does
I
not
have a
hunt
24.
dragons. I got a 24 as well.
Look at
Okay.
you two. Yeah,
No, I'm not lying.
as far as you
Not
can
lying?
tell, he's not lying. He does not hunt dragons.
Okay, fine. I believe you. You don't hunt dragons, but that still doesn't explain what's with the scales. Do they just give them to you as a, I don't know, a token of friendship or something?
I wasn't given the scales. I was given the crossbow.
It could just be to look cool and badass.
Oh, I see. So it was just like this when you got it.
No, the dragon made it.
Oh.
nice.
Oh.
And that like makes Rose like brighten up. That's exciting. A dragon that makes weaponry? I
Wait.
must meet such a creature.
Makes weaponry is a. That's not like a smith. She's not like a smith. But
It's a girl.
It's still cool. Where is this smith? Show me this dragon smith.
If we have to keep all your secrets and pretend to be somebody else, we get a gift.
Yeah, what's her name?
Yeah.
I don't mean to be pushy of that kind of way, but I am a collector of exquisite weapons, so I wouldn't mind.
I'm literally a holy blacksmith. I need to know.
these are not gifts. They're more of.
Earnings?
Yes.
Oh, within your order.
I'll just look at Baron but not say anything to clarify that.
Oh, personal.
Okay.
Lover.
Sounds like a fun club.
No.
Yes, it is. I knew it. It's you, dog. Oh, I love that.
I didn't know humans could with a big dragon. Is that possible?
They can shapeshift, right? I mean, I can see it
True.
working.
You're
Just let the
essentially
record-
speaking blasphemy right in front of me
Yeah.
here.
I don't- We're getting it all out of us. You told us not to play with dragons. They literally started saying that you have sex with them. It's just. that
If we
don't
ever see
care.
the dragon, Ina, go.
I don't know how she would react to that.
Probably.
She would have
She
fun.
might actually just eviscerate you out of existence.
No, she would like it. I know her.
What's her name?
Love it. Yeah, what is her name? That I
I
did
don't
ask.
think that is in my role to tell you.
Hmm. It's
She deems
definitely
it-
Stephanie. I believe it.
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
That is.
Oh
This
my
is
lord.
I love this.
That is a-
The issue is that Fork put all the work into this backstory, and I fucking love it so much. So I'm getting like angry for Fork at this poking of fun of.
No, this is fantastic.
No!
I can't wait till they actually meet her.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is it your goddess that gifted this to you and not your lover? Do you have a dragon goddess?
No.
It is the lava.
Oh my god, Ina, I'm about to throw you off this boat, Ina.
Ina
It
has
doesn't
to.
work.
If there's a matchmaking that can happen, she's doing it.
Clearly, he's a little bit more sensitive about the topic, so it can't be a lover. Perhaps he's
It's more like
family.
a mentor.
All right.
It's
So a student teacher love. Okay.
Whoa.
All
A
right.
mentor? Oh, I've had some of those. Okay, I understand. Baron is kind
I
of my
can't
religious
wait.
mentor.
I cannot wait for y'all to be in her presence and to feel so incredibly small and weak and fragile that you
Most-
piss yourselves.
I don't think it'll be like that. I think I'll more likely be in awe.
Yeah.
I'm like
Just
a little
saying,
dog.
from what I've
you know?
heard of the other dragons that we've met, they're rather small.
What color is this one?
I've seen Bahamut.
She did actually. That's not even a lie. I think that's the first who brought that up to you. But
You didn't actually see Bahamut.
She still
did.
kind of appeared to me, so yeah, I kind of did.
I'm gonna talk to like
That's a
dragon god.
god, not a. I mean, it's a dragon. It's fuck you. That's my response.
All right, that's the conversation one right there.
Anyhow,
All right. I think we should also talk to our.
will y'all meet her? Possibly, probably.
All right. I think we should probably inform the crew of this idea
Form the crew or what?
that we're not talking about home.
Speak
Yeah.
about
Crew's
home.
sitting their asses on the ship the whole time.
But if someone
but if they-
approaches the ship, you know, like,
Hmm?
what are you doing here? Like, and they may want to go in and have some beers or
Yeah.
give beer.
Buy
And you're like,
supplies.
right, you have
They're
beer, right?
sailors. I'm pretty sure they're aware of. I thought I already. No, I vetted all of them for all of this before we ever set sail.
That's true. But
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
But
I'll
we
just
should still.
have a little
like-
meeting. Let's not talk about home. It's new land. Let's be a little cautious here.
Don't talk about
little-
any of the things we experienced on the ship, like the island.
They can
We're
do it
paying
for
you
all
good
I
money
was.
for extra. Also, speaking of the ship's crew, I was actually thinking, right, when we decided the crewmates, right? We were looking like what's the least amount we can get so we can like pay a certain amount, right? And then if like two of them die, kind of fucked, right? Like we were kind of in a scab for a bit there when some of them went down, and it's like we have the minimum amount that we need on the ship. If
That is
two go
true.
down, I think we should have some extra hands just in case something like
If the
that
ship
happens.
goes down, I can get more hands.
We're in the middle of the ocean. We've been on the ocean for 2 weeks. Or
As in,
whatever.
I mean, if you're saying that shit goes bad in my city,
No, I mean on the open sea. Like, we only
Oh.
lost some ship hands too.
True.
So I think having some extra hands, I'm willing to pay the cash. Just for some
you
security.
want to bring people from the new land to your old land.
Nah.
And
Yes.
where the hell are we getting new hands?
I don't
We're not turning around.
know. Damn it.
I can also
Damn it.
transport us home, but just us. Won't tell the crew.
The two boys. No, I've grown too attached to what are the names? Nick and
Whatever their fucking names are.
You
I've grown to
100% can leave Dexmal. I don't care about that one.
Your Dexmal can go wherever he wants to go.
True. The children, they're coming home no matter what. They're our little darlings now.
Alex and Jake, I think that's their names.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
they're
for
in
them
our
home,
care.
I thought.
Huh?
It's just the
They live
three
on the
brothers, isn't it?
Three?
Their parents are dead, I thought.
There's three.
Exact-
brothers.
Yeah,
So-
there's the older one that I stabbed in the hand.
The younger one, and then another younger one that's too young to
Too
be
young.
a deckhand.
Yeah, exactly. We told them we'd give them stable work and we would host them and care for them, and they need us. And it's
I'm going
our
to put them
role.
in my order for training. That's what I was
No!
going to do.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, that's fine. All right, okay.
No.
Because
Yes.
I was like, don't turn them into bad
Okay, never
people.
mind.
Well, yes. I forgot. Yes, that was the plan.
All right. Well, if you guys aren't gonna help me make these holy symbols,
Yeah, you know what? I'd like to get into some whittling. Again, I did it in my childhood. Bing, bing, bing. You know, whittle like the perfect fucking. Oh, wait, let me try. What is
So
that?
make a
Practice the
dexterity
liar.
check.
the whittling check.
Where's dexterity? What the fuck?
It's funny that Rose
Wouldn't it be
is
sleight of
practicing
hand?
the liar, but my
No.
next character is gonna be a bard.
It kind of resembles a dwarf.
No, I was trying to make Melora this time.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a stick.
Yeah. There's a little bit there, and you guys kind of make out what she's doing, but it's not great.
How do I
I'll
do with
try.
my symbols?
I'll
Baron, you
try
could do it
this.
easy enough. You have been working with your hands and crafting things for, I mean, and it's just like all the time you do it. Ina does it, but not for a purpose. She just like makes little bits and bobs out of, you know, twine and stick. So carving something specific is a little different for her. So she had to make a check. But seeing that you make armor and intricate weapons and things like that on the regular basis, you can make them fairly quickly and fairly well. They're not like museum quality pieces of work, but they're good.
He
I
makes
will-
little bobs and
All I want
bikinis.
is them to be able to get hammered into trees and shit.
Easy enough to do.
I will carve Sahanin.
Sehanine.
Sahanin. But I'll have her two-faced, so like it's one's the new moon and one's the full moon side.
Okay. Roll
Where's it
a
at?
dexterity check.
With the gang.
I'm not carving. I'm playing the lute in the background and
Is it
pretty
a
badly.
wait? So a dex check, so just the
Yep.
+5 or the saving throw?
Just a check, not a saving throw.
Can I roll a
and
performance?
I
to
was
see how good I-
about to tell you to roll performance. Yeah.
16.
Oh, hell yeah.
16?
Dig that crazy beat.
The face is a little mushed. It's hard to get fine detail when you're carving wood in a smaller fashion, but you get two faces, one facing opposite directions, one on the new moon and one of the whatever the other side is. I can't remember at this point, but
Full moon.
full moon. And you kind of finish it up and you're sitting there looking at it, and you watch as the full moon side of it, the moon part actually turns a little gray, almost like petrified wood, as opposed to like the earthen wood color. And you watch as over your shoulder that kind of slightly gray colored hand kind of fades off into the distance again. 13.
Plunk, plunk, plunk.
You've gotten it tuned now. You've spent enough time with it that you've figured out how to tune the lute or
It's
the
a
harp.
lyre, that's right.
The lyre, sorry.
It's a lyre. Yeah, it's like a tiny harp.
You figured out how to tune it. You don't know any songs yet, but at least it's not shrill
Pung,
string plucking.
pung. Yeah, she's like tuning it.
I'll react to the phantom and just like, fine, I'll make yours too. And then I'll try to carve the Raven Queen.
Plung.
And roll another dexterity check. Well, all you hear is pling, 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 pling.
17.
17. About the same. This one doesn't have a face, as you know that the Raven Queen is often shown faceless in the first place, as she does not lean either way. There's never a smile nor a frown. But you carve another one out that you now hold, each one in each hand. As Rose continues to pluck away behind you.
I'm tuning. Pling.
How many do I manage to make in this little stint?
How long are you wanting to do
Yeah,
it for?
just cranking them out.
I'd say, let's say 4 hours.
4 hours. Go ahead and roll a d12.
A D12. I think this is the first time I've rolled a D12.
If he
I-
Scale
doing
fan
this
would be
for 4
training with
hours.
his puppy at this time.
Well, I rolled a 2.
A 2? Okay. You're able to make 8. I was doing the D12 per hour, so 4 times what you rolled. So you're able to get 8 fairly well carved, little tributes to Moradin carved.
All right.
Yes, Rose.
Because I've been practicing the lyre the whole time they're doing this, do I get extra time for the practicing? Like on my skill, whatever, you know? Like to add.
One is Baron's, one is mine.
Did I give you amount of hours to get better at it, or
I
does
think
it
you
have it
did.
on
I'm
there?
trying to-
I was gonna say I don't remember.
I think you did, and I just can't find it for the life of me.
You got it from like I think you Googled the amount of hours to develop a new skill, and you gave that number out.
I don't know why, but I don't have it written here, and I know I wrote it down somewhere.
But what, 400 hours to learn an instrument on average, I think?
There is on the 5e guide, it is 250 days to gain proficiency.
That's a lot more than.
But
Ooh.
I will say that I don't know about that. I think that is meant for like, sneaking. Like if you're trying to learn how to be sleight of hand, proficient in sleight of hand and stuff. So I'll say, hold on, let me do some math.
Can Ina learn the bagpipes?
Oh, wow.
God.
My grandpa used to play the bagpipes.
Like in real life or like
Or Ina's
In real life.
grandpa.
in
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I'll take that down to learn your instrument. I'll say it is 240 hours, which would be
40 hours?
if you spent an entire month doing nothing but learning the lyre. So
Okay.
it'll take some time, but I feel like that's pretty indicative of how long it takes to like become confident with an instrument. Maybe not proficient and a professional at it, but
Okay, so how many? 240
yes.
to learn?
And the more and
become-
yeah, the closer you get to that number, the better you are at it. And then once you hit that number, I'll say that you become proficient in
Okay.
performance-based checks with the
4
lyre.
hours here. This was 4 hours here.
And I'll
I think it
say
was-
you've been doing it while you've been on the trip.
yeah.
And you've been going for
Arithmetic in D&D, yay!
I'll say you've put in 80 hours total so far over the trip that
Yo!
you've done.
Including this 4.
No, not including the. Well, yeah, including those 4. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. You're very generous.
So I mean, you guys have been on the sea for a little over 2 weeks, and I'll say you put roughly 5 hours in each day. So
Nice.
Anyhow,
We do all this math, and then it's not gonna matter because it's an instrument.
I will say, well, I don't know where he's gonna want to meet. He'll probably want to meet up there. Y'all are good with hiking up mountains, right?
Yep. I'm
Done it
fucking-
multiple times.
On the mountains on your continent. Okay. alright, noted.
Yikes. I'm getting a bad feeling about this, mates.
No, we practiced hiking up mountains in your continent. Because who are you, silly?
It's
Yes,
more of like I'm just remembering that y'all are from that, and to call those mountains is, yeah.
We can take a hike.
There
God,
are many times I wish you would, you know.
but
Ina's gonna be really hurt by that. Really hurt. She's gonna be so hurt by that. What?
I don't
And I'm gonna go
wish such a
downstairs.
Are you
thing.
going to turn into a crocodile now?
No, I'm gonna go hang out with the little boys. Mink, mink, mink.
Ina, why did you say that to her?
He was saying that I was fucking my mentor.
They didn't say that.
We didn't know it was your mentor.
Baron's just like sitting there carving away. Yeah, they did.
They'll do that.
I'm gonna go to Kazor's room,
want you
like
to
wherever
know,
he is,
Rose,
and
that
I'm gonna
ano-
carve like a, I don't know, like a voodoo thing or like something curse. But I'm not gonna put any curse on it, obviously.
Rose, I want you to
No,
know
I'm
that
gonna pick my nose and put it in his bed. That's what I'm gonna do because I did that. I remember when he came in. That's what I did to him once. Remember?
What?
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, when you were picking your bed, we were fighting, and so I went bing, 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 bing.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recall that at
I
all.
don't
She's gonna
remember,
do it
but
again.
I believe it.
Rose, if that was any other individual, I would have killed them where they stood.
That's so sweet.
Don't you think you're a little sensitive about that? Again, we know
It's 'cause he
nothing
loves
about
her.
you.
You're not there.
Again, we know nothing about you, and it's
You know quite a
normal
bit
to-
about me now.
Yeah, now, but earlier we didn't.
We gotta learn about you. I mean,
The
we're
fact
That's
that
not-
the land.
You also have to remember where Ina's from. That disastrous place where everyone plays pranks on you.
Ina would be.
You're not here.
that place was
It was unique. It wasn't so.
utterly horrible. Anyhow,
Oh, I agree, Kazor.
Please,
Ina.
God.
no privacy.
She was fond of your home, Rose.
Yes, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm not fond with hers. I didn't say it to her face, did I? I know my manners.
She does not.
Ina hears all. This is
It would be wise, when someone's bothered by something and your teammate,
Baron.
you would think they would shut the fuck up about something when you're
Baron.
clearly uncomfortable.
May I
we
remind you,
talk
this
about
is
our
the
friend.
woman who turned into a cat and peed on your leg.
yeah. Fuck
She
that.
pissed on you?
I did not say that. She did. She did piss on me. It's water under the bridge.
I'm assuming you healed her face after you swung your mace at it.
I didn't know it
You
was
didn't
her.
heal her for damn. She's got a tough face.
I didn't heal her. I didn't hit her. I don't hit my friends. Even when they pee on my leg.
Okay.
Ina.
You have a tendency to go towards violence on the slightest of
It's
slight.
more of, well, hold on. It's not me. It's more of the culture. Honor is a bit of a thing.
That's very concerning.
I
So-
really should have been here to hear that.
Oh, you might actually in the streets of where I'm from, you might actually see someone just die from a duel.
Are we gonna get picked on for being different looking?
No, I mean there's dwarves and gnomes there. Not much in my city, but in Mirko, so it's not uncommon for them to be.
Alright.
Like it's uncommon, but it's not like what the fuck are you? It's nothing like that. It's more of
Fair.
it's very much a mind your own business kind of place. Don't
Well-
poke.
We're great at that.
However, with the dueling thing, both parties have to consent to it. So it's not like just straight up murder in the street. It's more of like, fuck you, hey, fuck you. It's like, yo, duel, and then they're like, duel. But there's specific areas for that. Like, it's not.
Well, I'll make sure I am ready to heal.
Yeah, don't. If you hear someone challenge you to a duel, just say no. Just keep going. Don't deal with it.
Fair enough.
Again,
Noted.
just know we mean you no harm, and the teasing is just teasing. Okay?
We're friends. That's what friends do. It's how Ina is.
That is how Ina is. You get used to it, I promise.
She does not think pissing
Should
on
I just
light-
like do it back at her? Is that how it's like a duel but with pranks?
Yeah.
Yes.
She could definitely take a joke.
So I take a shit in her bed? Is that what?
Honestly, you're
You don't know I
probably-
boogied in your bed. You don't know I boogied in your bed.
Well,
Yeah,
Right,
but you
no, this
said he
is-
fucked his mentor, so.
Yeah, that's true.
He,
But if
honestly,
your mind wouldn't naturally go to shitting in someone's bed as revenge,
So it's more of like I don't know what prank revenge is. I'm like, what? She pissed on you, so you shit on her. I don't know.
That's
you're
a little
probably
far.
already shit in your bed.
Perhaps take it back a notch. We're making progress. We went from murdering to shitting in someone's bed, but
It's so extreme as
I put
far
a
as pranks
Dead
go.
dolphin in her bed.
you know,
Jesus.
I think that would be worse than shit. She's an
Yeah.
animal person.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't even notice shit in her bed, to be honest with you. A dead dolphin, she will remember that for the rest of all of our lives.
You went up a step. We're trying to go down.
Yeah, no killing animals in front of Ina. That's not.
Farts in her room and wafted at her.
That's perfect.
That
Yes.
will work. That will work. She'd probably find that funny.
nice ripper.
All
This
right.
is how you
I
expected
don't
today's
understand
session
this.
to go.
I don't understand this at all.
It's okay. It takes a
I-
bit.
Yeah, I'm still lost.
No, well, yeah, it's just people are very stoic, honor-bound, and rather serious in my city. So I'm not an outlier. I know I'm an outlier where y'all are from, but I'm relatively relaxed compared to
Ah,
The
goodness
average.
gracious. We are going to die.
Just a side question: are there like sending stones where you're from? Think? You know what I mean? Like, is that a normal thing
Messaging?
everywhere?
Yeah, that's a thing everywhere. Yes.
Okay, and like bags and stuff like that, like those magic
Yes.
bags.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And we'll likely see magics that you've never seen before.
Okay.
Trippy.
Like a car.
yeah. Just a full-blown Tesla driving around over in
Our next 3 sessions are just us trying to get our driver's licenses.
But y'all don't
I
know
can
how.
see Flintstones cars being a thing.
True.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish on this section of the journey?
No, I think it's good that I got all my talking out with Kazura.
Mhm. I don't have to roleplay it, but I realized I haven't really said that I talk to my family at all. I would like to make it a thing that he's trying to at least check in. Maybe
Okay.
not as often as he should, but still, like, not just absent father.
Which is easy enough for you to do. You have sending, and you can take your time during the day in solitude or before you go to bed or what have you every now and then and send messages to your family. They're doing well. Vistra is moving up the ranks in the Smithy Guild where you
Oh, yeah.
last saw her.
Oh, yeah.
Your
Give me update.
daughter and I mean, I guess the best way to put it is just ex-wife, but even though you left on good terms, but they are doing well and living well in Yulhara still. She's growing up, getting big and strong like her old man.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah, everything seems to be going okay back home, even with the new developments that you guys have found. Is they haven't met any new Outlanders yet, is
Perfect.
basically what I'm trying to say there. It's just kind of business as usual.
All right. Thank you.
But-
Ooh,
ahead.
can I say before Rosaline goes back to bed or whatever she's doing, she would get her other sending stone that she's like marked to identify it's the difference between the one she has a Kazur and the one with Scalebound.
There's a C and there's an
I
S.
get a booty call in my what the hell?
And she kind of like, I'd say she's kind of been doing this every now and then where she just kind of leaves him like little messages hoping he's listening in, saying like what's going on, what they're seeing, blah blah blah. But she also talks about how like she almost died, one, and two, there might meet another dragon, and she talks about like Kazur's like weapons and all that stuff, and how Eno teased that he is fucking a dragon and all that bullshit. Yeah, everything.
She's like
Just 'cause
120 feet long. If
She's
not larger. She might be bigger than that, actually. I have no idea. I think Ford made her a massive fucking dragon.
Scalefound gets these messages. I don't know if you would like to reply as Scalefound or
I'm sorry I'm dragging Scalefound still in it, but you
Oh, it's-
started
no,
a
it's-
relationship with
Oh,
her.
it's good.
I-
It's fine. I'm trying to think, because I mean, I do have story elements in plan with that and kind of talk.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mm.
Hello, Rose.
She's supposed to have a whole romance with the prince, and I cut that out because you did this whole bullshit.
Hi, Rose. Glad to hear you're safe.
I'm glad he's okay.
I'm obviously alive.
Good.
Still a smartass.
My pup is doing well. Not much of a pup anymore.
Aw.
Me and Drithlake just got back from a hunting party. A battle, so still dealing with stuff up here. My brother, he's an interesting fellow. All is good. Hopefully I'll be able to see you soon.
Kiss, kiss.
XOXO.
Parents doing the annoying like parent when your like child is on the phone with someone. How about I say hi, tell
Oh, and Baird says hi.
Hi.
He says hello.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
You have Baron in the room with you?
Yeah, am I not supposed to?
At the same
Not
time.
that kind of call. Understood.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I'm glad he's doing good. And then Baird shuffles back to his bed.
Oh, I'm his bodyguard / apprentice now.
His bodyguard?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you've kind of always been all of their bodyguards.
but it's official.
How is it official?
Never mind. I'll leave you to do your work. I hope to see you soon.
I'm in bed right now. There's no work. I'm just going to sleep.
She like tosses it onto the bed and leaves.
He's such a hard worker. I am sleeping and not working right
I'm just like
Scalebound disappointedly puts the ointment to the side.
Jesus Christ!
I'm
now. Ointment.
I'm just picturing Baron. He's just like carving one of the Moradin things, and he's like, "Oh, is this Scalefound? Oh, tell him I said hey." Then he gets the hay back, and he's like, "Oh, he's doing good." And just walks away carving still.
I like that though. That's cute.
It is. I love it.
Lotion was a joke. It's not canon. Just to specify.
All right.
I think that's how Baron would react.
Yeah.
He'd be excited.
If there's nothing else, seeing that there's 5 days left, and I do this as 3-day segments, we're just gonna do one more roll before you get there. Also for the sake of brevity, because I feel like you guys are probably tired of being on the sea for ever. So go ahead and roll. Somebody roll one more D100 for me.
I got. Oh, no, can I do it? No. Yes.
No, Newt should do it. She's the
Me?
only
Yes.
one that's gotten good rolls.
I had a. What?
Oh yeah, you had a good one.
I
yeah,
just
okay.
had
But your
99
luck's out.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry. That's not a
Oh,
D100.
boy.
That's not a D100.
Oh.
That was
Oh,
just
okay.
like
Rolling 100. 100.
70.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, all right.
I was really excited there for this second. I'm like, oh
100?
shit.
The Kraken shows up and
We all get the wish spell
Forever.
forever. It's ours.
I didn't think anyone would roll 70.
All right. So, as your journey continues, the days continue to be seemingly quiet. Oceans are calm. The wind is strong. You guys make your way unimpeded because what you rolled doesn't really apply to where you're at. So,
well,
Great.
if it doesn't apply where we at, could you tell us?
no,
Either way. Aww.
because you could make your way back to that area.
True.
Ooh.
Boo.
Boo.
So, as you continue your journey, the days go by, the shifts come and go, the sun comes and falls. Nights are spent looking at the stars and imagining what may come. As you begin to get closer and closer, finally, on the end of the 5th day, you begin to spot land on the horizon. As the bells ring out and the ship hands begin to prepare everything for landing, you start to see the peaking hills and city, roughly the same size as Balsam, but much less stone and more earthen wooden structures. As you get closer and closer and the city becomes more and more noticeable, you notice these mountains to the side that are just monstrous, and you get this to be the peaks that you saw on the horizon, but these mountains that are just unimaginably large. Like, there was a mountain next to Estalia, and it was big, but it's probably as big as the smallest mountain of this mountain range that you guys are now coming up to. You start pulling in, you see a small, well, not small, but humble docking area for Delventia that kind of wraps around the coast. There's currently 5 or 6 ships sitting in the dock, sails rolled up, flags brought low. Appears they're in for the evening as you guys are making your way into port at the end of the day. The sun is beginning to set. The sky is turning to an orange-red color. As you get closer and closer, you see people moving barrels and boxes on the dock. Perhaps they were on merchant trips to other cities. You're not entirely sure. But as you begin to pull in, a light snowfall begins to hit this side of the continent. Not enough to lay a groundwork of snow, but just enough to add an air of wonder and childlike amusement with the new land that you're coming to. As you pull in and the ship hands begin tying off on the dock, you look to Kazur, who kind of turns around and gives you the look. You're now here, and to step lightly for the first moments when you're in town. And I think before we get off the ship, we'll go ahead and take a break because I have to go to the bathroom. And people can get drinks and get food and do what they need to do. And then think about, Kazur, what you want to do in Dalventia. First thing you want to do anyway. So yeah, we'll take our break. Grab a drink, do what you need to do, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we're going to take our break. Go get a drink, get food, get whatever you need or want. And we'll be back here momentarily for the entering into Dalventia. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be right back. We're back.
I bet. I love
Mhm.
curry. What kind is it? Like Thai, Indian,
I
Japanese?
think it's more Indian. It's this. Uh. mm, mm,
Oh,
mm.
shit. I forgot to feed the cat. 1 second.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Mm. I'll send it because it was really good. It was really yummy recipe.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the recipe. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was so much.
Hi, Jazz.
All right.
Today, I have to leave around 9-ish, I think, to
Mm.
get to the movie.
What movie are you seeing?
Yeah.
Have you seen Knives Out?
I have not.
It's a murder mystery comedy movie
Mhm.
where, like, it's your very classic whodunit where there's like a detective and,
Mm.
people are talking and being interviewed and they're looking
Mm.
at clues and stuff. Yeah, it's the sequel to that.
Oh, I've seen that. Oh, cool.
It's
I
the one
didn't
with
know there was a
Daniel.
sequel.
It's the one with Daniel Craig. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's a sequel, and I I think they're gonna put it on Netflix, but I like the movie theater experience.
Me too.
So I
I
got
do as well.
tickets to see it in the theater.
What was it doing? Oh, yes.
I haven't been
Curry.
to a movie theater since before COVID, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the last movie I've seen in the theaters was The Joker.
I think this past year,
That's the same.
because I've been getting like boosters and stuff, and like I don't know, I feel a little bit more confident. It's like I've been watching more movies.
Well, I'm
and
not
series.
worried of it. It's just more of like I just haven't been interested in the movies in general.
Fair enough.
I've just
Alright.
gotten used to. I watch it on here.
I know myself. I'm less likely to watch it if it's like, oh, it's on a streaming service, and I'll be like, oh, I'd love to see it. I should watch it, and then I like put it on my list, and then I don't.
Mm.
Like, if
It's
I actually
impossible to
go
find.
somewhere, I know that I actually will.
All right.
Look at that.
It's really good.
Getting back into it, you
Yeah.
guys have docked and are preparing to deboard in the early evening here in Delventia. What would you like to do?
Well, being that I'm assuming there's some guy wanting up at the port of entry. Like, who the hell are you? I'll be the first off the plank and just kind of open my coat and show the emblem of my status and basically tell him respectfully, it's none of your damn business. And write down whatever you need to write down.
Ah, yes, of course. We'll get that taken care of. Thank you very much. How long do you think you'll be at dock?
Hard to say. Depends on matters. I would say likely at most 2 weeks, but could be far shorter.
Of course, I will put you down for 2 weeks. If anything comes up where you'll be longer or leaving sooner, then just let me or whatever Dockmaster may be on at that point, and we'll get it taken care of. Thank you.
The information will be dubbed. Yes.
Of course. Thank you very much. Yes, Ina?
Before Ina like comes out and is seen by anyone here, she's gonna take off her hat, like the witchy fun hat, and like she's gonna like clean up and kind of like look. I think she's gonna try and pull the whole like, oh, I'm just an old lady, hey, kind of mood when she's here, and so I kind of want her to look more that part.
Okay. Less chaotic, more old.
Yeah.
Got it.
Less chaotic.
Got it.
Yeah.
But you get that taken care of. The
Is there
Dockmaster,
a docking fee?
for him,
There
no.
is. For me, no.
Okay, bitch.
But He makes his way off, ledger in hand, kind of scribbling down as he walks away towards the
I'll point out
customs building. I don't know what else what else it would be called, but
I'll point out the bar for the sailors to go to if they want to partake in that kind of stuff. And I'll usher the other group for. Come on.
you know.
Can we say that we did talk to them?
Yes, yeah,
About,
you
like,
yeah, you did.
Okay.
After you had that conversation, I figured that was going to happen that day or the next day. So yes, that was talked about, and they all know to keep their traps shut about the homeland and everything that you guys know about and things of the sort. So Kazur gathers you after kind of leading the ship hands to the nearest bar, which is not far, just off the dock inside the thoroughfare of the city. There's quite a few around, but that's the closest, and you're kind of like, just keep to this one for now. But he leads you inwards towards the city, and as you walk through it, it's not terribly different from the homes and things that you're used to. 1 second.
Except there are flying cars and
Everyone has a lizard tongue.
We're just gonna do this. We'll just do this. Turn it down a little bit.
Oh, the Delventia national anthem.
It's not edgy enough for our city. Like, imagine this a little more edgy.
Oh, you want edgy?
Ba-da-da-da-da.
We are sad.
So, would you like to get to business now, or just enjoy a night
Oh.
at land?
We probably should also include Dexmal. He's the one with the key.
Come, Dexmal.
Buck,
Dex.
follow.
As you separate from your ship hands, a meaty dwarven paw grabs onto the arm of Dexmal as he's kind of shuffling away to go to the bar. Baron is like, no, you're coming with us.
I thought you were gonna have it be like, so you fucked me over once, buddy, like someone that he knew from here.
No.
Paw.
But I guess I'm coming with you. First day back on land and already just hard at work. I see. Haha. Wonderful.
I'm offering if you all want to get to work in the morning, if y'all like.
What time of day is it again?
It's early evening. The sun has just set. The sky has gone
Right,
from
right,
orange
right,
and
right,
red
right.
to the kind of purplish color right before night. Being that I had such a rough time on the seas, I was hoping for maybe a day.
I wasn't
to-
really asking your opinion. I meant the other three.
Oh. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think like we don't know this place, so like just going around casually might not be the best idea. I think we should have a goal, learn about the situation in more matter of fact way, and then relax when we know how exactly to act.
Yeah, introduce ourselves.
Dexmal is blessed. Rosaline standing there looking at Dexmal. I don't particularly like this one, but I did see him throwing up almost every single day off of the side of the boat. I do think he requires some time.
Well,
Well, I should have some spare rooms.
I know you
Yeah.
want to get to work, but it is quite late, and perhaps we shouldn't be walking around in the dark.
Yeah, you
All
did
right.
say
Well, there are street lights, like there's lanterns and things. It's not like
Yeah, but
pitch black out. You wouldn't be
Of
able to
course.
see me if it was pitch black.
But we don't know this place, so.
Fair
Yes.
enough.
all right.
Bairn, Ina, Kazur, and Rose, what's your passive perception? 10? Okay.
22.
You don't notice it. The three of you, however, hear a bit of ruckus as a man is shouting not far off into the city. Kazura, you would know this to be like the market district or the market area of the city, where people set up out in front of your guys' main I would call it like a town hall kind of area, but like where your order operates from. It's the largest building. It's where people house and everything, but the market sets out right in front of it so they can kind of keep an eye and make sure there's no tomfoolery happening in the market. But you hear some shouting. Hey, come here, come get them. We got the best. You know what we've got. Come on and come see the best animals in all the lands.
Gulp.
No. I mean, I don't hear this, but yeah.
No, you
Nina's
don't.
like, her eyebrow goes like super big, and like, and you
You know,
maybe like
statistic on
if you're
somebody's
whispering, I'm gonna be
leg.
like, stick to the granny roll.
Had to be in the city now.
So we recognize this voice, Ina and I, I'm sure.
Oh wait, really? It's that same guy?
Yeah, you recognize the voice.
I also
Oh!
recognize the
Kazur
voice.
also recognizes the voice.
He had to be here now. Wait, y'all heard him?
Me and maybe I'll look at Bairn and be like, what do you think? Should we hide?
I mean, he knows who we are or where we're from.
I know, so we shouldn't be seen by him.
Well, let's talk.
Wait, hold up. That fucker knows?
He was in our land.
I'm not. I mean, you might not
Fucking
know this,
kidding me.
but I actually peed on Bairn's leg once because he was talking to him.
That happened. Oh god, of course he's
circle.
involved in that incident.
Full circle, yeah. It happened.
But y'all have met him.
Wait,
I
Rosalie's
have
here and
met
she can
him
hear
in-
this conversation.
Yeah, you hear them talking about this. You still don't hear the guy shouting, but you can hear them talking about what's happening here.
Oh, are you talking about the guy who sold us the animals?
Yeah,
Where I
is
got
he?
Mila?
That's where Mila came from. Was that? Oh god.
Yeah.
Is that bad? Do you know him?
I know of him. I
Do we
know
have to
him too well.
Is this bird stolen from somewhere?
Possibly.
I'm sorry, precious baby.
I mean, she's living a good life now.
Fair.
Same with Skillfound's pup.
Unfortunately, I've had the misfortune of having to save him a few times.
Really? Oh. Let's see.
Huh.
Doesn't fit in well with this crowd, eh?
Oh no, well, he gives coin to them, so it's not that big of a deal. It's more of he has a knack for getting himself in trouble. Oh, is that plant still with him? I'm kind of curious about that.
Yes.
Yeah, the
He tried
talking
to
one.
sell it to us.
Moss.
That's a good
Or
story.
Moss, was it?
That's a
Fucking-
good one.
Yeah. Can we go say hi to him?
I
really don't
no.
think we should.
No, especially
No.
since he knows where y'all are from. Let's not.
If we're trying to keep the guys, at least for now,
True.
I think we should avoid. Maybe go down this alley here.
Let's say, because you would be able to, you would know how to avoid running into him, this being your city and everything. And it's not like he's directly in front of you. You guys are a little bit off of this map. I just made it consolidated. So you're a little bit down. I just put you guys on here so you had a general grasp of what the area that I was talking about looked like.
Oh, there we are. Oh, okay. I see.
Lead the way, because we're.
Well, y'all don't want to go anywhere, and I'm assuming you don't want to drink or anything, but I have booze at my place, so we go to my residence, I suppose.
That includes you, Dexmel. And as a show of good faith, despite our differences, I will protect you if there's anything.
Lovely. You said you have drink.
What?
I said you said you have drink. This sounds lovely.
Okay. Follow me this way. I'll go through some less busy alleys, less busy pathways. Just get us to my abode. Well, my father's abode that is now mine.
Oh, I really wanted to go meet him though.
Dexmel is lucky. I've rolled over 10 twice, so Rosaline was nice.
As you guys decide to make your way away from the market area, you can hear the shouts of your old friend dwindle as you get further and further away, as Kazur leads you through the streets. Dex kind of stumbles and trips over himself, having kind of gotten his sea legs and is now trying to figure out how to get his land legs back. Is not the most dexterous of people either. Kind of falls into Baron every now and then. He has to catch himself on your armor, and Ina, every now and then he steps on the back of your cloak and he's just, hi, so sorry about that.
Dex Mal, we should start calling you Trip Mal.
Wow.
Good one.
She is.
You don't have to be scared to me, mate.
Are we gonna be there soon? And as he says that,
Probably
you stroll up to the front of your abode, Kazur.
I was gonna trick him and be like, no, we have to go through a dungeon first. We have to go through this deep, dark dungeon, get covered in mud, then we'll be there. Lots of vampires in that dungeon. Just warning.
Oh,
Innocent fun.
as I walk up, so I'll say the abode is a bit more prominent than other ones, as my father was held in higher esteem.
As he says this and kind of approaches the front door of the house, you guys watch as this gray, smoky kind of not quite specter, almost like mist, rolls off of him and just kind of goes through the door.
Sir?
Is your house haunted? We did take care of a haunted house before.
No,
Did I hear haunted? I don't want to stay in a haunted house.
You had a
No, it's just a
conversation
joke.
with him before, Rose.
Have I? I don't remember.
Yeah, the dragon. Like, wait.
Oh yeah,
Whatever,
because you were looking and the spirit was
No,
like,
the house isn't
"Don't
haunted.
forget about
I'm
me."
haunted.
yeah.
Wait, we
Don't
know
forget
this?
my story.
I couldn't remember if I knew this or not as a character.
Yeah, the spirit with the dragon, as we were going away, you looked and saw it be like, "Don't forget my story," whatever.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
Okay, so she knows this, so I retcon. She doesn't ask this. She just, like, thinks to herself,
Apologies. Has Baron met this specter, or is it still
Well,
here?
y'all
You
seen
were-
it.
You've seen it.
And we all heard the story. We just
Yes.
pieced together that it was him talking about him.
himself
I
Yeah.
see. Okay, that's good to know.
and his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because
I was not.
Panties wasn't there.
Oh yeah,
shit.
Panties wasn't there for that session. Yeah, so
Right.
Baron is aware, and
You're okay with it because he
Lapras.
was a paladin.
Yeah, if you want to put the story in the group chat after we're done today, just so Panties has it,
Mhm.
that way you're caught up. But yes, Baron is aware of it. He's not comfortable, like 100% comfortable with it, but he gets it. It's kind of one of those stepping on glass things for Baron at this point.
Stepping
Yes.
on glass things.
Fred,
Like
careful.
you're being real careful not to. Yeah, you're just being real careful.
It's not something I'd bring up at Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Anyway, as I step into like the front door foyer area, there's actually no like torchlight or anything, so it's just freaking dark. So I basically disappear as I step to unlock the door. Pull out the key.
Ow, paper cut.
Ooh.
I don't like this.
You did it. You
I
did
did
You're
it.
being edgy.
Hey,
I'm just
if it makes you feel
invisible,
better,
boy.
I love edgy characters. Okay.
So as I go to unlock the door, I also put my hand on like the specific place in my door because I'm a bit, paranoid. So it's not just a simple lock and key mechanism. There's also a pressure plate that you also have to push on the door that only is pressable when you put the key insert in, and you have to basically do it simultaneously. Now I'll
I'm
unlock the door.
picturing the Diagon Alley bricks. Mink.
Do you live in Diagon?
So I unlock the door and welcome them into my roomy abode.
All right. What does it look like?
Diagonally.
I was gonna say, if you would like to describe your roomy abode.
How many rooms? How many bathrooms?
It's a
Square
two-story,
That's
technically, but it's more of base floor and basement.
Okay.
rather
Is there a
large.
backyard? Is it fenced in? A pool? Okay, sorry.
There's as you come in, it's into like the main room, the living room area. There's a fireplace, uh, rather nice looking furniture, wood, all mostly darker woods, nice antique looking furniture with simple linens and very simple fabrics that are kind of done elegantly, very clearly like older material, but it's been very, very well kept.
Mhm.
There's a few cobwebs here and there just because no one's been home in months to years potentially. Um, kitchen's attached to that. There is no back door. There seems to be only one entry, and there is a visible trap door down from the kitchen to the basement as we come in. And there's on both sides of the living room, there are 2 bedrooms attached to that as well.
Rosaline like touches something lightly and drags her finger across and lifts it and is covered in dust and she goes, I might have to do a little bit of cleaning before I take a rest here.
I mean, I'm sorry for the mess. Clearly, I'm not.
What mess? It looks spick and span to me.
Like, it's not actually dirty at all. It's just like that setting dust is all it is. It's like
Yeah.
it's a rather clean place. It's just like, wow, nothing has been in here for so long.
I want to look around and be like, you live here? All on your own? It's a big house for someone alone.
To say I live here is a bit of a stretch.
Okay.
It's my house, technically,
Yes, Rose.
but I'm not very often
Is
here.
it bigger than my house?
No.
Okay.
Do you,
Sure, I guess
haven't-
you could call this
My rich
big.
parents' home is bigger than your rich parents' home.
I don't
She
think I've
whispers
ever
it to herself. Anybody who's standing right next to her might hear it.
I'm still the rich character.
It's like Ina actually is like fucking swimming in cash. She just doesn't use it ever.
On the fireplace, though, something that probably catches Baron's eye is a depiction of the Raven Queen in all of her names. I can't remember all the names that she has off the top of my head, but I think there's 4 or 5 main names she goes by.
There's a few. I don't remember them off the top of my head either, but
It's like
Jessica,
no, it's like
the Gray
a
Lady.
single entity being, but there's like vertical slices, and as from each slice of it, it depicts a different woman or a different goddess, basically. But they're all the Raven Queen, and most of them are masked. However, on the furthest right one, the velvet that would normally show the facelessness, there's a bit of a face you can see. Like you see, like just like the outer half of the eye and a very still edge of her lips.
Does your religion operate in the same way mine does? Like, do you guys practice your faith by going to like a temple or? I'm just trying to understand.
Well, that's not my goddess. I mean, kind of is, but not really. That's my father's. My father served the Raven Queen.
Oh, and did he try to get you to serve it as well, or?
He more of raised me and helped allow me to find the goddess or god that would best suit me when I serve Sahani. I do serve the Raven Queen from time to time, but she's not my allegiance, I
Who
should
does
say.
your order serve? Or do they just... Is it not really run by a god or goddess, is it?
So officially, to join the order, you have to serve a god. And it has to be a neutral or relatively well looked at god.
Okay.
Someone good or neutral. someone who would oppose the demons and devils, effectively.
Hmm.
That is the official, and officially we still institute that. However, I would argue there are many individuals within the order who have no faith at all, but simply placed a name in front of theirs to say they serve and to join the order.
I see.
But
Huh.
my father and my allies take it rather seriously too.
Understood. Huh. I was just curious.
It's a holy order of in its past it was a holy order that served the many gods.
Hmm. If you split from the people who don't, aren't in it for the right reasons, if you two groups split, would you guys stick
It would
with
be a
the
full
religion,
scale
or
war
would you-
if that happened,
Good to know.
and my side would likely lose.
Ooh. Understood.
Unfortunately, the disease that's festered is taken over the body, it seems, for the most part.
Well,
We are but the heart of the order that's left, effectively.
well, we'll try and bring some faith back to these lands, if that's something I could do.
Hopefully.
Myself and my apprentice.
Rose is just like giddy and happy to hear it.
I'll address the phantom thing, by the way, with Baron, if it bothers you. Does his presence bother you, by the way, Baron?
I mean,
As you look at Kazur saying this, the smoke-like misty image of that specter kind of wafts in behind and stands kind of looming behind Kazur at this point.
I think I'd obviously be lying if I said it didn't make me feel uncomfortable. But I trust you, and I trust that you wouldn't walk us or have us around something that could cause us immediate harm.
Well, he's not.
You watch as
If you
the
think,
specter kind of, when you watch somebody's shoulders and like body turn to walk away, you watch as it turns, and you swear you almost hear a step as the mist kind of just fades away as it quote unquote walks away from the setting.
Does he have... Do I know it's a he or a she or a...
my father.
You know it's his dad.
Oh, shit. I did not know that. Okay, wow.
Oh,
Panties didn't.
Yeah,
Baron
panties.
did.
hey,
Yeah.
what's the basic story, if you
It's
can
your
summarize
dad.
it?
Okay.
But like,
Father died. Father fought, serving the Raven Queen well in the order. He reluctantly went on a mission to deal with some mercenary work that wasn't devilish or demon based. It was just plain mercenary work for political powers, and fell in battle.
I see. Same question, but does your father have a problem with me or feel weird around me?
Oh no, no,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay.
I can't really talk to him that much. It's
I
hard to hear.
I know.
To say he's a ghost, or if you think he's undead, I want to assure you he's not. It's very strange.
He's not a ghost.
No. He is dead. Definitively. He's not undead. I've looked into it, he is not undead. My guess is a last request of his to the Raven Queen, goddess of death. And he still serves her. I know he still serves her. He served her devoutly. He was disgusted and abhorrent to the undead. They were an affront to his goddess. He slayed many undead, and I know he would never become one. And
I'm gonna roll a check right quick.
it's a strange here and there.
If you could speak with him, would you want to, or? I mean,
I speak with him from time to time because I know he lingers, but it's not like a conversation. It's more of a. I've already dealt with a lot of that. If you were thinking for like a conclusion or a healing thing, I've dealt with this for a while, so I don't need a conclusion anymore. I've already gotten past all of that. It's more of.
Go ahead.
Oh, I realize we're in his home, so if I'm overstepping in any way,
No,
or if any of
he
us are,
likes Moradin. He enjoys the gun.
I agree, but just I understand that. I just mean like manners wise.
Oh no, he doesn't care.
Even if he wasn't as intimidating as he seems right now, I would still like to respect his wishes.
He doesn't show himself to everyone. So I find it interesting that y'all can see him.
We do too.
Just know that it's guardian angel that looks very creepy. Is a good way of thinking of it.
Okay.
That is a great way of putting it.
Your father must have really cared for you if he's done that.
I suppose. Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever asked, but do you have any siblings?
Not that I know of.
What?
And your mother? I didn't
sorry.
hear that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good.
She died when I was young. Very young. Long
Was
before
this-
my father.
My
Was-
apologies.
Was this house inherited from, like, passed down generations? Or earned by your father?
I don't actually know. From what I recall, I think my father was awarded this building for his service to the order. But
Alright,
yeah,
I was
it's
just asking
been
because...
well kept.
Were you close with him when he was alive?
No, yes, he trained me. Although, well, he was trying to train me to be like him. And we both quickly learned that I would not have the skill for the... I didn't have the aptitude to build up that strength needed for the role of a paladin in the order. However, I was much quicker on my feet than most, a little more quick-witted, so I learned to serve in other ways.
If your goddess isn't the Raven Queen, who do you serve?
It's the honey,
I don't know.
goddess of the moon. It's Saloon and Shar combined, basically. That's how Fork has it.
Okay, because I was like, Saloon is the goddess of the moon. That's why I was confused.
Fork, in his world, he basically combined Shar and Saloon into one goddess.
And
There were
one
already
day.
too many. I had to narrow it somehow, right?
Yeah.
Hey, honey.
Which worked out because I wanted to worship both Saloon and Shar.
There you go.
Yeah, it makes sense. Goddess of
this-
the moon and goddess of darkness.
Okay.
That's how it's spelled, right?
Say Hanin.
I-
SEHA9.
Yeah. It might be SA, but general idea.
So, I guess does Rose knows this character or this goddess off the bat, or does she have to roll? Or
You know of the goddesses, both the Raven Queen and Sehanine. They weren't prevalent in Estalia, but they were known about. In the Temple of All, there were stained glass for them, and there were a few worshippers here and there, mainly of like old priests and people who tragedy befell their family more than not, and they just found some solace in that there are gods out there that respect what death is and what it's for, instead of thinking that, why did this god take these people from me? And so there were people who worshipped, but it was not a prevalent thing. So you know of them, but it is not
And I know they're kind of just neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think in my world,
Yes, you have Sehanine as
Sehanine is neutral for trickery and deceit, and Raven Queen is neutral for death and darkness. So
Hmm.
I see. That does explain your demeanor a bit. Rosaline says, tilting her head, thinking about what she knows about Sehanine.
But yeah, so her and the Raven Queen.
Kazur, what's your family name?
What could you? I couldn't actually hear you at all.
Your family name, like your last name.
Butt suckers.
Butt suckers!
No, this is where Noodle's gonna do that.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's go.
This is the Kazur lore session.
Eve's
It
born.
is. What is
What
it?
is-
Born.
Eve's born.
Oh,
Eve's born.
cut.
Kazur Eve's born.
Born
Eve's,
on
like,
the eve.
Choo.
Okay. And your
Oops.
your father's name? Sorry, just in case I encounter him, I want to be respectful.
Can't even remember the name I gave the dad.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Okay.
Tudor Magooter.
It's okay. Aaron doesn't-
Oh wait, no, I have it. It was Kazur's name before it was Kazur when I was making the character.
Hmm.
Kala.
Oh, I like
Oh,
that.
Khalla.
K-H-A-L-L. Thank you.
That's a good name. Kala
Actually-
Eves.
No, K.
Okay.
Not K.
Actually, this just made me think of something. Ina, what's your last name?
I don't
Do you
think I
have
ever
one?
made one yet.
I don't think she has one. I think
I
we
see.
discussed this near the
you don't
beginning.
have to have one.
Yeah.
You've just always been known as Galbina or Ina.
I feel like if I'm asking Kazur what his last name is and I don't know Ina's, I'd be like, huh.
I feel like the way I would kind of want it is like everybody who is accepted by my group has the same last name. Like everybody in my
It's
community.
like a whole
You know what I
tribe
mean?
thing.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
Maybe we
yeah.
all share like a last name like that. Maybe
Yeah.
Fork.
No worries. Interesting.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll think of it. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, but
But
I'll think of
Brandy will think of it.
That is a very nice last name. Sorry for
Okay.
prying. We're
Oh
just-
no, by all means. At this point, if I didn't trust you enough already, I've already fucked up. So might as well get it all out there now.
I guess it's safe to say we trust you. You did kind of save our lives a couple of times.
it. That's fair.
I hope we.
If y'all didn't trust me at this point, I'd be shocked. You know,
Rosaline trusts you.
It'd be the most I've ever had to try to provide your trust.
She shouldn't, but she does.
I'm gonna
I'll
call.
grab one of my father's old liquor bottles and hand it to Dexmal.
So as
This
you
shit
guys
is
are
old.
having this conversation and Hazur is kind of explaining his life to you, he's going about the room and brushing some stuff off and opening some cabinets, trying to remember where everything's at. Because, like he said, it's his home, but he doesn't really live here. And he goes to a cupboard or a armoire, that type of thing, and kind of opens the cabinets on the bottom of it. There's some shelves above that are just bare and empty, a few papers and maybe a statue or two toppled over the side that kind of like probably were bookends at some point, but the books are long gone and all that's left are the pewter figures of what used to stretch the ends of them. Opens the cover on the bottom and you guys can see there's maybe a half dozen to 10 bottles under there, and he kind of pulls them out and blows on them. Dust kind of shoots up everywhere. These should do. Yes, I was waiting for that. Also, is he behind me? I feel like he's behind me. I'm not gonna move.
Rosaline
Wait, my father?
I mean, is he
No,
there?
he's
The
not.
second he says that, Ina's gonna illusion.
Minor illusion is
Yeah.
father.
Damn it! Tell him to go away, please. I don't like this.
Aren't you a wizard who is doing dealings with vampires and you're scared of what is possibly just
Hey.
like a ghost?
But I can't bargain with the ghost. All right, they just are there, and I
He's
just
not going to touch you.
I don't know that.
I'm gonna get the thing to
He's
come up
also
close
probably
to him.
not scared of
and then
actual
disappear.
ghosts. It's more of that this one is just, what the fuck is it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I? Is there a place to lay down? Can I just have a bottle and go lay down?
And I have to
I
keep.
like.
Oh yeah.
He wants the key.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you a bed if you give me a key.
Let's go.
That seems like a not fair bargain.
Not.
I was
Well,
told
you're
that you
in here
had.
now, brother.
To watch you sleep tonight for your safety.
I was told that you had an expert, and I was hoping that I could meet that expert before I brought it physically into this.
You'll meet the
Dimension.
expert tomorrow. Hopefully. Maybe he's not
Lovely.
out.
You'll see the key tomorrow then.
He's gonna bring it out and it's not even the right key. We're like,
I
what the fuck
sold
is
it to
that?
somebody already.
He's showed you kind of like how Brandy's doing illusion now. He showed you an illusion of it, and Kazor recognized it as the same type of thing that his scribe is studying.
Just looking
Let's
at
see.
his
Well,
I'll sleep on the
Dex, you're
floor
not
if I
gonna be
have to.
stupid.
Just booze.
You're not going to be stupid enough to walk out of this house without us, are you?
Oh dear God, no.
Okay. I'll show him one of the bedrooms up here. I'll go to like the south side of the living room and show him that room.
Wonderful.
It's
This
that house with no. It's the room with no windows and furthest away from the front door.
Mm-hmm.
you show him to one of the bedrooms and kind of hand him a bottle, and he looks at it and he goes, "What is it?"
What is it?
Well, yeah, it's very old. I can't. There's no label.
I don't know. I don't drink. I just know it's alcohol.
I can tell you. I'll come over.
Not only is he edgy, he's a straight edge.
She'll sniff it. See what it is.
You sniff it. It's wine. It's very old. Probably a very fine wine at this point.
I'll go. Yep, that's poison.
dead.
Roll a deception check.
She's not wrong. That's not actually a lie.
It's a-
Alcohol
Well,
is
but
poison.
it's not actually a lie, but
It's
she's
not a-
trying to deceive him about something.
Ina is not
Only 9.
Okay, he natural 19, so I don't believe you.
It's wine.
I'll take
You're
that.
good.
Okay, wonderful. I'll see you in the morning.
making-
Oh, please try and keep that dad away from me.
Dad?
No,
His name's-
he said
his name's
spec dad,
Paula.
like Spectre dad. I don't know what to call him. I'm sorry. I mean, like,
Call
I'm gonna
my
go to
Kala.
bed.
You can call
He
him
has a
Kala.
name. He
You
has a
can
name.
call him
Okay.
Daddy.
I will not
dad.
call him that.
The
Um,
new ship.
he
Kala
like
and Dexpo.
he's like holding the bottle really close to his chest, and you hear him like, "Hala, you can hear me. I'm just here to help your son. And that's it. Nothing else. I'm gonna go to bed now. Please leave me be."
Give me a second. I've seen the ghost, right? Or not ghost, whatever. I've seen what it looks like.
You've seen a fairly formed out figure, but you've never seen like facial features or anything like.
Oh my god.
This is
Yes, he is
I didn't
daddy
see
now.
much, but I'm like, yo.
I mean, he was a paladin for the Raven Queen, though, you know? I think that's your first non-scaled, non-feathered male that you like.
It's a ghost, so I mean, give or take.
Okay. But anyway, he takes the bottle and retreats into the room.
I'm gonna go to Baron and be like, I'm gonna loosen his head to pop through the door when he's trying to sleep.
You could probably literally knock on the door and he'll piss the bed. So,
Try.
but hey, you do you.
No, I'll leave him alone. He looks a bit tattered.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't scare him out of the house tonight. We need that key.
We do.
Yeah.
I'll leave the
Um,
illusion of ghost at the front door then.
There you
It's-
go.
The only door.
Rose is gonna turn into a serial dater, but dating like everything that is weird. Dragonborn, ghost.
Eric
The weird sea creature thing that you're building for your next character.
Yes.
Yep.
As
I feel-
Kazor comes back from leading Dex to his room, he leans back down into the cupboard and pulls out a few more bottles. One of them, Brandy or Ina, looks exactly like the wine bottle that he gave to Dex. And there's a couple more that resemble more like potion bottles, but more thicker glass, rounder shape to them. Once again, don't have labels or indications of what they are, but they're the alcohol cabinet, so they are something for sure.
Likely bourbon. My dad was a man of taste.
Ooh,
Strong fucking bourbon.
dwarf
So it
like
is-
whiskey, I assume.
It is you four again, presently with 3 or 4 bottles of liquor / wine, some dusty ass glasses, and whatever you want to do for the evening.
Whatever Rose touches or works with, she like took off one of the cloths off of her body, either the red or the green one, and she's just like,
Cleans it.
yeah, cleaning everything.
I was picturing Ina going in being like in Howl's Moving Castle when Sophie starts cleaning Howl's house
Oh,
like
true.
crazy. Like that happening. Her just dusting everything and bing, bing, bing. I'm gonna turn a new leaf, I think. I'm not gonna drink today. I'm gonna get to cleaning. And that's what I'm doing. Here, I gotta be a new woman. And I'm gonna try.
There's a wolf spider in the kitchen window.
What's a wolf spider?
The
I
little-
like
the-
wolf spider.
I was gonna say the gray and black hairy ones.
Oh,
They
I can
make
make
very
friends on
tiny
the way.
webs.
They make small webs, he said.
Yeah, very small web. They don't like spider web out like they make very
Yeah.
little nest stuff.
But they also eat brown recluse and bugs. So
Hell yeah,
They're
they
great.
do.
brown recluse are the ones that cause the skin infection. Yeah, they can kill you.
Die.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the necrotizing
recluse.
fleshiitis.
And in
Um,
Texas,
I
they
don't-
also eat black widows sometimes.
I don't know if brown recluse are common in Canada, but they're
I don't think
100%
so.
common in South.
No, because they like warm, wet, dark spaces. So Canada's not a prevalent place for them. We have them all over the place where I live, but
Really?
same
Oh
in
my god, that's
Texas.
scary.
they
I don't
look
think we have
Texas,
any
get the
poisonous
black widow
spiders.
And brown
And the
recluse.
brown recluse.
venomous spider. No, but
Necrotic venom. That is so
yeah.
badass.
if you've ever seen a huntsman spider, the little brown ones, they look almost exactly like huntsman spiders, except they have like it looks like a violin on their back.
Violin.
Weird.
That's why every time I see a little brown spider, I'm like, violin or no violin? Am I messing with you today?
Exactly.
Brandy, they are not common in our province, but that means that they exist.
Good luck. Just don't go digging around in firewood pits or firewood stacks. That's where we find them all the time here.
Jesus!
Yeah, most dangerous
And
spiders
they're
are-
called a recluse for a reason. They don't come out and search for you. Like they call it a recluse because they like to find dark, hot, wet corners and then just stay there.
Most people who are
So-
bitten by brown recluses are the idiots playing with them.
Yeah.
Like
Or, you know, people that are digging through old storage cabinets and like yard barns and stuff like that. So.
unknowingly piss it off.
Mhm.
Usually
Or-
they run away.
I've heard stories of people like putting on like shoes that are.
No,
like,
don't tell me that.
putting
No,
their-
no, no, no. Don't tell me that. No. Nope, don't tell me that. Oh my
Either
god,
way,
no,
back
don't.
to-
Don't tell me that.
Back to the
Oh,
desk
Oh,
at
that's
hand.
horrible. Oh my
Ina
God, that makes me sick.
begins going around, ripping some cloth off of her
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna
robe
need to
and
check
is
every shoe.
dusting and cleaning the area as Baron kind of pours some water out of his canteen into the glasses to get the dirt and dust out of them and pours drinks for those who would like to partake in the
I'm
evening.
gonna go grab because I throw out food every time I leave, because it would be disgusting by the time I get back. I know where to get some food at this time of evening for us to have something. Would y'all like an actual dinner, or do you want me to just get things for in the morning?
Oh, goddess, please let it be an actual dinner. The amount of rations I've eaten on that big ship is just...
All right, dinner in the next few days. Understood.
I'll toss him a couple gold.
Same.
Rose also does it too.
Tossing me what, 3
I'll
gold?
toss 2 gold to you.
Rose also. What is it in poker
gonna-
when you beat someone's bet?
I call.
Matt,
You call.
Call.
Yeah, call.
I call.
Yeah.
I call.
I'll
So you got
catch
6.
all 3, or whatever, how much, and just like
6 total gold from all of them.
you. I appreciate the gesture. You
Oh,
do
is that-
realize that these are minted differently, correct?
Oh. Well, that one you can
True.
pocket until you come back, and now you
Yeah.
have extra.
I have a resource
coin.
that will take it, but
Yeah.
I can't use it currently. I'll just pay myself back, okay?
Sorry. All right.
I'll
You
go to,
know,
like,
I
one of the-
didn't even think about that until he just said that. As the DM,
Yeah.
who's supposed to think about everything, didn't even think. Like, if you would have gone and just paid with their money, I wouldn't have even thought about it.
That would have
Right.
been like.
I'm just gonna say, I have a
Give
resource
away.
because we deal with a lot of currencies, just because we're all.
Oh
over the
yeah, for
place.
sure. Like you guys have a bank in the
I
order.
have a
You could
trusted
go there.
source who can remint these coins, or just take
Exactly.
them and give me proper currency.
Yeah,
I'll deal
exactly.
with that later.
Oh God, that means our ship pans and shit are.
Or what? Oh shit!
Let's
Maybe
say
I'll
I
take a
gave
bars.
them some. I like transferred funds. Okay, we'll
You
just
yeah
say
you
it.
you did a you
Yeah.
did a
Okay.
I came prepared.
currency transaction there.
Okay.
Kazur, to be honest, Kazur is smart enough and would know to do that, so he did that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. I hope this doesn't fuck up his house, but I'm gonna do a little create water just to, like, we gotta mop the floors and shit, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
all-
easy
So y'all
enough.
are just gonna
Put
be
it in, like, a
cleaning
bucket.
until I get back with the food.
Yeah, eating while drinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can't sleep in this state.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the cleaning. I suppose it's payment for me
Get some
housing
dinner.
y'all. Anyhow, don't go in the basement. Don't. I
Ina.
repeat. Do not. There are traps. You might die. Do not.
Rosalind is staring at Ida with darts, like just.
Rose.
And I'm going, new woman, new woman, new
Watch
woman.
her. If she dies, it is not my fault. Okay?
How about this? I pay you two to do the cleaning while I sit on top of the trapdoor the entire time.
she's the-
Yes. You don't have to do that, darling. I swear on Melora, I won't go in the trapdoor. Don't get
That's
me
of
in the
course.
trapdoor.
I apologize, Ina, but that swear means nothing to me.
Let me show myself. Let me prove to you I'm doing better.
Prove it first.
How do I prove it? If you don't let me prove it.
Oh, good lord. I thought, airing that the traps may kill her would be enough.
To be fair, honest opinion, I don't. Ina won't do it.
Yeah.
She is
but
really trying to be good.
There's been some shady stuff you've done before, so the rest of your party has lost the I trust that she won't do this. Or at least
You
Rose.
just have a chance to prove yourself now. It's fine.
How can I prove myself if you're on the door?
by not trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're on the. Okay.
Ina,
whatever.
how about this? You clean the living room, while Baron and Rose help clean the kitchen, which is where the trapdoor is. So Rose can keep an eye on the trapdoor while you are cleaning the living room, away from it.
Fine.
I will show you here.
Ina is
Megan,
so
I will show
brokenhearted.
you all the
in this
basement
situation.
when I get back. Will that make it easier? That you
No.
need you-
Nope, I won't even go down there.
Not even when I. Well, that's rude if I'm trying to show you it.
Ina goes off. Now she's like in a fury. You know when you're like upset and you clean and it just you get the best cleaning done when you're upset?
You're scrubbing extra hard. Like,
Well, I'm just like if I'm pissed
You
off and I
stink.
just if I'm like really, really pissed off or stressed out, I clean and I'm like I'm just doing my thing and I'm just ranting in my head. And then you don't notice that you've cleaned your entire house by the time you're done. And then you're relaxed.
That sounds a lot more productive than me being angry just sitting doing nothing.
I take a nap and then I wake up like, huh, I'm better now.
We're good.
I always clean when I'm pissed off.
But Gazor leaves to go acquire food and fixins for a few days. Procure and acquire.
Mm.
Yes.
I'll
Love
get
it.
some quail eggs. I'll get some spinach. I'll get some
That's it.
tomatoes.
But
Let me go with some Munster and mozzarella.
how many days would you like to get for?
I'm assuming we're likely not to get lunch, so I'm just focusing on like basically breakfast and dinner. I'll get say 3 days worth of breakfast and 4 days worth of dinners.
Okay, and how
Just for
high
now.
of quality are you buying for everybody?
How many tiers of quality are there? Is there 5? Is it just like bad, good, oh great?
There's 4. There's like rock bottom. Here's the scraps of the wolf that I found yesterday in the street. There's second level would be like I went hunting and found some deer. Third level would be like I just cut this steak up today. And top tier would be like caviar and I don't know
use the
what
equivalent of
fancy
6
foods are.
gold. Well, I'll use the entirety of what they gave me for
Okay,
this set.
for 6 gold for 3 days for 2 meals a day, we'll say. You can get a mixture of the 2 levels. So you spend the 6 gold that they gave you. Breakfast is a little more meager than what the suppers will be, but you're able to procure. Fucking now it's in my head. Acquire.
I like that word. It's a new word.
Require.
Let's take it.
But you're able to acquire fresh fruits and veggies because, as you're aware, Ina does not eat meat or things of that sort.
I'll
And
make sure it's things she's unfamiliar with.
easy enough to do in this area, being it's mostly all new. But yeah, you get plenty of fruits and veggies for her. Those are on the cheaper end. It's really the meat and like eggs and some of the seasonings that kind of come in a little bit more expensive. So
The rare blue tomatoes that are native to my land.
yeah, the heirloom tomatoes that only grow in the middle of the swamp that one family harvests and carries all the way down. Yeah.
Yeah, blue tomatoes. They mix a blueberry and a tomato together. It's very juicy and sweet.
But has that acidicness to it that you know that everybody yeah. But anyway, you're able to acquire plenty of better than ration food that you guys can have for breakfast and dinner, and then if you guys eat while you're out for lunch, there's of plenty of
Sourdough loaves as well.
I was gonna say bread places and like pastries. There's a sweets shop that that Ina will love to visit. So yeah, you spend your 6 gold and you know where the best deals are and able to find everything that you need to satisfy the people that you have brought into your home now. The other 3 of you, I want you all to roll. We're gonna do dexterity checks.
No!
Dexterity
I
flat or
forgot about
saving
the
throw?
book trap.
Flat dex or saving?
Just flat dex check. 18,
He
that's
said
good.
saving throw. That'd been hilarious. I'm like, oh, my traps. Oops.
7.
7.
I got a 16.
Hey, all right. So 2 out of the 3 succeeded. So you guys, as you're going through cleaning, Baron is creating water in the buckets and whatever sink type basin things that he has in the area for you guys to use. Ina,
Wait,
you have a
wait.
little bit of trouble. What?
Question. Do we have running water here?
No,
break.
Okay, we're not that tech advanced.
not here. Now, a little bit more northern, it gets a little different, but
Oh, but I'm aware of running water. Okay.
you're aware of it. You don't have it
I
here.
need to let Rose know about that. She's like,
He would
And-
go
but it-
nuts.
It's not like modern running water. It's like, you know, the old pumping stations. It's like that, but people have them in their houses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not
Rose
like
used to love that.
she can take a shower. Yeah, you can't just turn on a shower. It's like they can get fresh water in their houses through manual means. But, Ina, you have a little bit of trouble in the living room. Being the gnomish person that you are, can't reach all of the heights, and sometimes you stumble and fall off a step ladder or what have you. You get about half of it clean. It is the bigger room, and there's only one of you. But you get about half of it clean. The half that's really
Can
important.
I say the half that's like literally just clean it bottom half?
Well,
Top
that's what I was
half
about.
dirty.
That's what I was about to say. You get the important parts where people are going to sit down, where people are going to place their food and their drinks and everything. So, like, for Baron, it's actually really good. For Rose, you at one point walk out and there's just like this line at like 4 feet across the room. And you're just like, oh, it makes sense. And then you turn around and go back into the kitchen. Baron and Rose do a fantastic job of cleaning the kitchen. Rose takes care of the high stuff. Baron takes care of the low stuff. And it's just this symbiotic relationship that everything gets cleaned. I wouldn't say spotless because there's a lot of, I don't want to say dirt. It's a lot to clean though.
Of dust.
Apprentice at work.
Yeah, mentor
But-
and student.
You guys do a good job, especially since you guys are like, okay, we're going to be prepping food in here. We should probably get this cleaned up pretty well. So you guys do a good job of getting the kitchen all cleaned up and ready to go for when he returns with the food, which as you're kind of wringing the last rags out in the bucket, you kind of all take a seat in whatever stools or chairs may be about as you hear of the door opening back up and Kazur making his way back in.
it's not me, it's just my dad. Standing there, holding a great sword, ready to.
Look where that goes.
We're just cleaning your house, sir.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, wow, y'all aren't doing. Oh. Ina cleaned the living room, didn't she?
You told her to.
Ina's
See
just
a
gonna be
line,
like,
gotta see a line.
I think you did
It
a
did
great.
very good. No, this is much better than I left. So
This is how dwarves and gnomes clean. If you step into
this
a
is
dwarven
why
home,
you go in
there is nothing.
above.
all right. Well,
I
Ben,
just
I
have
know you're
small
not
houses.
picky about food, so I kind
I-
of shopped more for the girls.
Oh, just-
I'm not that picky either, but I'm assuming they wanted to try some of the new vegetation that they've never had, some of the breads.
Ooh.
So, got some of that. What are y'all thinking for dinner? I can help cook it, or I'll start cooking it. I guess y'all might not know how to work with some of these.
Well, you know the ingredients. Do you know the dishes? I would love to write down all these dishes and recipes.
I'm not. I kind of just throw whatever I have on a plate and eat it. It doesn't. Don't really care about a palate that much. But I could probably actually, if I took some time to think about it, I could get something done.
Do you have a recipe book in this house?
I'll think about it for a second. Hold on. I'll put the groceries in the kitchen effectively and let them just look at the weird and exotic ingredients. And I'll go back to what was my parents' bedroom.
Okay.
Try to see if my mother had a cookbook anywhere in there.
Roll an investigation check.
Me investigate? Dang. Oh man. This is
We'll see. It's competitive against what I just rolled for her to have one. So
Oh,
Are
okay.
you
well,
bad at investigation?
no, he's
I'm a plus 12.
outrageous.
Yeah, so
29.
Okay. You walk into the room and you kind of have to stop for a second and you feel the cold hand on your shoulder and you kind of glance over and you look into the room and it's still everywhere else in the house, you guys don't see this, but to Kazur, everything in the house has kind of been cleared out and left. But this room, you've left just the way that it was. You don't tend to come in here a whole lot, but there's still books on the shelves. There's
The bed's not
vases.
made, too.
There's vases next to the bed. The armoire still has clothes in it. You sigh and you walk in and you start digging through the shelves. And you go to the bedside tables and you kind of pull open some drawers, and you go to the shelves next to the window and you kind of start peering through books, and you get to the far end of one section and you pull one down. Tastes and Delicacies of Mirko. Seeming simple cookbook, but a cookbook nonetheless. It describes some of the spices and fruits and flavors of the area.
Can I say that this room is weirdly not dusty?
Yeah,
Like my father has been preserving it as well.
yeah, it's oddly
That's
preserved.
funny.
It's still dusty, but not as much as the rest of the house. Like a slight breeze blows through here every now and then and just kind of shakes everything loose through the floorboards.
Grab the book, close the door behind me. Ah, here's one.
Splendid. Oh, I will begin reading this.
And she like extends her hand. She's not gonna snatch it from you. She's just waiting.
Oh, I thought I was going to cook, but do you want to cook?
Oh, well, I will assist.
Rose is passionate about food.
I'm very worried if we're both cooking, Ina might go into the basement.
We're in the kitchen. That's where the thing is.
True. But our backs would be to the... Okay, anyway. Sure.
Ina sneaks behind.
What we're going for this evening is a chicken parmesan-like thing, but it's more like grilled baked pheasant with a cheesy tomato sauce blend with a side of roasted spinach and cinnamon carrots.
Ooh.
Yum.
And a little bit of just eggplant parmesan for the
Yes,
Hello.
yeah, prepped.
with no cheese.
We'll
Which
say
is-
it's, wait, no,
Eggplant.
she has eaten cheese. She's vegetarian, right?
No,
Is
I
Ina
don't think so.
vegan or vegetarian?
I don't think she eats anything from animals. Yeah,
You've eaten eggs before, and
I don't think
Right.
so.
They've been prepped, but I don't think we ever specifically said that she ate them. There was one time we joked about her eating a piece of bacon, but we took that back real quick.
Mhm.
But oddly enough, there is exactly that recipe in this book. It's crazy.
that's
And
a
you
very
guys,
common meal here. It's just
Um,
like, hey, whatever chicken or bird you have, it's just like let's say I was taking like the normal chicken thing. It's a simple chicken recipe. I just replaced it with the higher end ingredients, like pheasant.
and you take some liberties in some of the salad, or organic recipes that they have in there to prepare something like cinnamon carrots and roasted spinach with some garlic roots of some sort for Ina. And between the two of you are very easily able to prepare this meal. There's no need to roll for anything on this, but it is a very fine meal compared to the, jerky and nuts that you guys have been eating on your trip over in the boat, as things don't keep very well on the sea. It is very refreshing and very rewarding to have something cooked as opposed to preserved.
Before I sit down to eat with the group, I'll make another plate, and put it outside Dexmal's door, and just bang on the door and say food.
Ah, oh, please don't do that. And then you hear the footsteps of him getting up out of bed, coming to the door. Groggy, wine-stained lips, some dripping down the side. Food.
Give me a
Having
Thank you. Sorry, you
Rather
startled
not have
me.
you hungover in the morning. Please eat this.
Thank
Rosalie
you.
peeks around the corner and says, "Let me know what you think of it. I help cook."
Okay, I will. Greatly appreciated. This and the room. It's lovely.
My dad just peeks over my shoulder, just slowly. Right.
Yes, very lovely. Love it. Yes, not dusty, not dirty. Love it. Very clean.
You
Gotta
can
go to
say
bed
it's
now.
dusty, it's fine. All right, enjoy.
And you
Closes
know,
the door.
wizard, can he just go prestidigitation?
Ew.
If he has
The
that
wizard.
cantrip.
Hmm?
But he can prepare it. Get your shit together, Dex Mal.
He hasn't had time to sleep. If he didn't have it prepared, how's he going to prepare it during the middle of the day? Anyway. Anyway, you all have a fine evening. The drinks are surprisingly very good given their age. There is a bourbon in one of the bottles. One of the bottles is a very old wine. It's good because of the age, but not as well made as Estalian wine. So they're comparable, but for different reasons. Like this one is good, comparable because it's so old, but Estalian is made in a different way that makes it the same, like on equal ground.
Rosaline's happy with it. She's like, "Oh, finally, something that isn't just boiled salt water."
And then one of the other bottles, you gather that it's another type of whiskey, but this one seems to be a bit drier and spicier. The modern equivalent, like our time, would be like a rye whiskey, but in their times, it's a very different thing. You've never quite had a drink like this back in the old lands. But nevertheless, you all have a fine meal, a few drinks. Is there anything else you would like to do this evening?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we sleeping all in separate rooms?
I was gonna have us sleep in the basement.
Okay.
I know, sounding like a basement. It's not really a basement. It's like a second story. Like it's another house.
I thought there are traps down there.
I disengaged them. I can disengage them. I set them up myself.
Yeah.
Why
So
the basement?
Because it's where I sleep.
Shouldn't Dex Mal kind of come with us?
He wanted to go to bed immediately, so he's already drunk in his sleep. Probably he's already eaten a full meal and has a whole entire bottle of wine in him. He's already passed out.
Let's put a chest in front of the door.
Personally, I don't fully trust him entirely.
I don't think he's an idiot to walk around in these shorts.
Okay, well, if he does.
Also, if he wants to leave at any point, he can. He can just blip out of here.
That's true.
that is
I
true.
hate him for that.
Yeah.
So we can't really keep him anywhere. So,
I mean, I can see where it goes.
well, yes, but we just have to trust that he stays with us.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do to contain him.
Well, wherever we're sleeping before bed, Baron's gonna use his fabricate spell. He's gonna turn a few of the symbols he made, like the holy symbols he made, into like kind of like a combination of all of our holy symbols, you know, like the Sehanines and the Raven Queen and Moradin and Melora's, just to
Okay.
kind of, maybe even in like a little circle kind of thing, just to kind of, as a mark of respect and to protect the home. And
Hangs it
he'll-
on the door. Like a
yeah,
wreath.
he'll hang it or hammer it into a little beam or something.
So as Kazur goes and begins unlocking the trapdoor down to the basement level, disabling some of the traps in the meantime, you watch as Baron sits down in the middle of the living room and lays out 4 or 5 of those emblems that he made.
Uh-oh.
I know, sorry. I accidentally hit the deafen button. But he lays out 4 or 5 of those emblems that he made, that you guys watched him carve on the ship. Lays them in a circle and starts to focus, and holding the Amulet of Morden, you watch as they all begin to kind of twist and shift, some of them becoming a little more stone-like, some of them becoming a little more grass-like. And as they do, they all kind of break apart and then reform in a line in front of him. And you see that each one is now roughly the same, though different orders on each one. Kind of like this, how Kazur described the Raven Queen split up in 4, but in this time it's more like hash marks. And you can watch as the top is flowing hair with a blank face, or like half the face, and it's made out of this like intricate marble almost, with like black and white that just kind of spirals back, that almost leads into the flowing hair. The middle is cut into this mossy old earthen tree or wood kind of texture that kind of resembles what you guys remember seeing Melora like when you visited with Ina inside the tree. And then kind of the midsection is cut away, and it's this dark ebony wood, almost like charcoal, of a long flowing dress that you can only know what resembles as Sehanin, or Kazur's reference god of choice. And then the bottom are these, it's kind of funny to see as it goes from this flowing, elegant womanhood, black dress, down to just stout dwarven legs in full armor. Which kind of just fits perfectly with the way that you guys all function together. But it's just this nice reminder that just because maybe one of you is God focused and central, that's their part of their life, all of you have some sort of instance in your life that kind of brought you all here together and is now integrated amongst all of you, and weaves you together in a way that you weren't entirely sure of. And as he completes the spell, these 5 figures now lay in front of Baron as he picks them up and begins placing, nailing, hanging, and keeping one for himself about the house.
Before I start putting them up, I'm going to look at Kazur, kind of looking at him to try and get his permission, but I literally have like a little hammer in my hand, ready to hammer it up. I'll be
Kazura,
like,
you start to lift the trapdoor and you see Baron standing about halfway up on the door frame to the kitchen, like...
I'll be like,
What are you doing?
it's a small step in getting all of our gods back in the forefront of people's minds here.
You're only putting one in the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. I mean, it's not much of a bother to me. You
It's
can
a
put it
show
there.
of respect.
Sure, you can put it there. Trapdoor lifts up. You see
'Cause-
very
1 second.
careful. Oh, okay.
Baron, roll a religion check, and Kazura, just roll a d20 for me.
Oh, fuck.
This could either be very good or very bad.
Are you gonna cast Sanctuary and make this whole house a
No.
sanctuary? That'd be sick.
17.
Okay. Baron, as you begin hammering, you're holding... And it's not like you're hammering through this figure. You've attached something on the back, so it's kind of like an anchor point to a figurine. As you begin hammering, you're kind of holding the statue, and you watch as this... It's so funny that you rolled a 1. Entirely black hand now kind of helps you hold the figure in place. Like, you were holding the nail, and it was kind of finicky trying to hold the figure and the nail, but you're holding the nail, and this entirely black hand kind of comes up and holds the figure in place, so you don't have to worry about that as much. And as that happens, and you kind of ding, and you see the hand, and you're like, and you look to your right, and there's this figure that you can now make out, like cheekbones and nose and just very slight facial fixtures of this entirely like dense black smoke spectral figure that kind of disappears at the breast area. That kind of is holding the thing and looking at you. And then it looks back to the figure and is still sitting there holding the figure for you.
I'll obviously I'll be a little surprised, but a lot, but I'll be like, oh, thanks for your help, Mr. Eavesborn. It's I hope you don't mind. It's a show of respect.
It says nothing and just continues to kind of hold the figure in place while looking at where you're hammering it into the structure.
It's like kind of holding it stable for me to
You
hammer
all see this as well as this completely black figure now kind of helping Baron hammer this thing up. What was your question, Baron? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just making sure he was holding it up for me to.
Yeah,
hammer
he's helping you with it.
He's not yanking it away.
No.
Okay.
Everyone
shit out of you.
except Kazur, because Kazur rolled 1.
No, that was
No, the
for
one
that.
is for how strong he is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the religion check was to see how Kala took it, and then his was how he appeared to you guys.
I see.
Oh.
Okay. Well, yes. Thank you, sir.
So, Kazura, you see this as Baron's hammering that in. You see the figure appear as you're kind of holding the trap door open.
I haven't seen him that happy for something in a while. He's usually not that strong. Anyway. I'll just go about it as a business usual. I'm not like moved to tears or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's like, huh. As I open the trap door, if anyone's paying attention, they note that I weirdly adjust myself to acrobatically like move to the 4th step on the ladder. To avoid
Ina
the
is
first
probably the only one who had noticed with her passive perception.
I also probably can't reach the 4th step of the ladder.
Fair.
And once I go to the 4th step of the ladder, I'll start tinkering with this little small notch that I know where it's at. A little pin push of the key to my house. Press it, wait for the click that I'm used to hearing, and know that the holes all alongside, because it's very hard to tell, but there's a bunch of holes that go all around down the side of the stonework as we go down here, that are dart holes. And I'll disengage that. I'll then continue further down the ladder. At this point, it's basically pitch black. And I'll disengage another one that I will showcase to them later of what that would have done.
Do you all follow down the ladder? Okay. Your compatriots follow you down into the basement layer of your house. If you would like to describe
Well,
what they see down here.
It's probably a, let's say it's about a 24-step ladder, so it's a pretty long length downwards. You go down, the basement's about, the ceiling's probably, say, 8 feet high, so pretty roomy down there as well. You can't see anything in the movement towards the basement, but as soon as you get onto the floor, you can see a light on the other side of the hallway. And it opens up to a room. It's a nice looking room. There's wooden pillars supporting the house with the stonework around. It's all cobbled and marked, but it's not like just intrinsically random cobblestone. There's some detailing. It's nice and slat. There's another living room, effectively. Instead of a full-blown kitchen, there's basically just a kettle pot by the fireplace that's also down there. It's the same chute. There's just a grid iron at the top, at the first floor, so the smoke can keep going up. And there is a room that's a bathroom with a claw tub. And then 2 additional rooms that serve as bedrooms. Effectively an entire another living quarters underneath here. As you come down, I light up another light, and you can see what was looking at the stepladder. Underneath the stepladder, you can now notice the poison dart holes, but there's also a large spike pillar that is entirely black. Like, it's incredibly difficult to see, even with the light on it. And so the second trap is effectively, if you step and trigger that trap, you would just fall onto the spike itself directly.
Scary.
Man, well enough. It's kind of think like the Skyrim inns vibes, where it's like wood and stonework like that.
Is
You
it?
could
Is
pick
it?
a house in Skyrim that resembles which one?
I'm more thinking one of the inns, like the one in Riverwood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because right now I'm imagining like the Riften house. 'Cause
Mm.
you kind of go down in the Riften house to go to your room.
Is it dusty down here too?
I would say no, because it's more like airtight seal almost. Like, it's hard for us to get down here. Like, there's not.
It's not.
There's
Like,
less
when you were
stuff for us
upstairs-
to be on.
Yeah, when you were upstairs, it was like nobody had really been in, like, stayed in this area a long time. Down here, it's old and drab, but it has obvious signs that somebody is living down here. Like, this is where Kazur spends his time. It's not necessarily dusty. You are in a basement, so it just has that general air of
Musk.
earth, but it doesn't appear to be dusty and not mistreated, but unattended. It seems that he spends his time down here as opposed to upstairs, if he's ever at this house.
Like, upstairs, when it was dusty, you could tell that there was probably a trail, that, like, a less dusty area that led to this trapdoor.
Yeah.
All right.
What time is it?
But at this
Probably
point, by having dinner and cleaning and conversations and Baron making his figurines and stuff, it's late evening, probably like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. ish.
Well, maybe Eno will take a bath down here.
It's over there. I should have. Would I have a pump in that one that I'm so lower to the earth? Like, to a
You would
reservoir?
have access to a well. I wouldn't say it was like a hand pump, but I would say you have access to a well where you kind of have to let the water run for a little bit because the first like few minutes or seconds of it are dirty. But you let that run out, and then you can fill a tub or a basin or whatever after that that you have access to.
Oh, I have a well in the bathroom?
You have access to a well in the basement, not necessarily in the bathroom or a specific area, but there's like a pipe that comes out that's dug through the underground that you have a block for that you can raise, and the first bit of it's kind of muddy, nasty water, and then it starts to run clear after a while.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'll just ask Baron to make some more. Ben, can you make me some water? I think I want to be clean
Do
today.
you not know how to use that, Ina? Do you not have those?
No.
What
Oh,
is that?
I'll get to it. I'll put a bucket there. They were so, well, first it's going to look a little dirty, but it's a well water. And so do you want it as a pump or a faucet kind of thing for the well water? I'm confused on what.
For the
I was
basement
picturing
of
a
your
bucket.
For the basement of your establishment, it is a pipe that sticks out of the wall, and there's a lever that like raises a gate basically. And so it blocks the water normally, and then when you want to
Gotcha.
bring water
It's
in,
a
you raise the
natural flow.
gate.
Okay.
Yes, it's a natural flow from a well elsewhere in town that probably feeds a few different establishments in the area. I mean, you guys are familiar with well water. That's how a lot of people get their water.
Yeah.
But you don't really have basements where you're from. And the only real way to get this kind of water flow into somewhere is to be below the water level. And so in the basement. This is technically flowing water, and it's just a little different than what you guys are used to.
So I just
What?
pull up the gate, water starts running in, and it's like, oh, okay, let's get the dirt water out first. And then I'll say it actually trajects into the tub. Can I say that? Because I use the tub to also just hold water, like.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm just like having a bucket to catch the dirty bit first,
Mm-hmm.
and then it starts just flowing clean water into the tub.
And I'm guessing I've done this multiple times because I can make water and I can make hot. I will heat metal on one of my hammers and just put it
Dink it
in the
in.
tub and constantly, and I'll just be like, alrighty, now say when. You don't get naked. You don't get naked yet. This is not, you know our deal. You know
I'll
our
have
deal.
my hand in water. When?
Okay.
And I'll just keep filling it up until it's a filled tub.
Easy
Very
enough to do
good.
between the two of you, you knowing how the water works and Baron knowing how metal heating works. You're able to get a nice hot bath ready for you.
We can
And then
small
I'm
at
gonna
some point.
ask Rose, can I borrow some lavender or whatever? A little
Really?
Bing.
You're asking to borrow my scent?
Oh, you make her excited. She
Well,
like
you
digs
just
through
smell
her
so
bag,
good.
and she like opens a bag, and there's like multiple tiny little bottles
Huh.
that look fancy as fuck for some fucking reason, and they're all just different scents.
Do you have lemongrass in there?
Lemongrass? Okay, this is Noodle going, lemongrass?
I
Really?
love the smell of lemongrass. So
There should
good.
be some.
Hate
Like-
the smell of lemongrass.
Really?
There should be some. I might have some mint leaves and some nightshade in here still.
No, don't waste the mint leaves. That's for tea, mate.
These
yeah.
aren't good for tea.
Okay, I'll take.
Well, say
A few
this variety
little
of mint we have here is
and
too
mix it,
strong
mix
for
it.
tea.
Ah, cat!
Ito!
and
You say
not
hi?
good.
Oh, look
at
there's my
The wisest looking cat I've ever seen.
Oh, hi, sweet angel.
Oh.
And not good.
Oh, do, do,
Say
do,
hi.
do.
You say hi?
Hi, Orangey.
Orangey.
You don't know what to think right now, do you? Okay, downtime.
Ah, such a good boy.
Sure he is.
Uh,
Bye, Mooney.
So I have a
the
little
one that
glass
is
bowl.
the most the most empty one is the lavender one, but there's
Mm.
like several ever since. There's rose. There's yeah.
I think I'll grab a few and make my own little Ina scent. Mink, mink, mink.
I also have this that I use to clean, but it's mostly for when I bathe for the first time in a month when I get back.
Ah,
It's
This will be
really
my first
strong
bath in a
stuff.
year.
Oh, you might need it then. It's a mixture of mint and nightshade. It's a very
Okay.
strong scent. And
Like, is it soap?
no, it's like the grounded up leaves. Like it's kind of
Oh.
the grounded up leaves and petals of nightshade and mint. So
well,
it's
for men.
No, I'm gonna go with roses actually. But thank you very much. Maybe next time.
not really for scent. I mean, it
Really?
does have a scent. It's more for. It really helps get the mud off.
Can we say that Rose also carries soap on her? Just little soap.
I think we did say that at one point. When we
Yeah.
were on
Mine's
the
Yeah,
boat.
a
you- yeah.
scrub, not a soap.
I was gonna say it's not really soap. It's lye. It's I mean ash and wax combined to just kind of get grime off. But your lavender and rose and the other scents are what provide the quote unquote soap smell after you're done. So
I wonder
she
if
gets a
Ina
bo-
could invent soap.
a jar. Saponification.
I mean-
so she brings out a jar full of this crap and just hands it to you like, you might need that
A
too.
little more. Thank you. Nink. And I'm gonna go in my. And I also want my clothes clean too, though. Oh, I think I'll pull out the clothes that I wore with Ranger's family, with
Okay.
yeah, Rose's family. Yeah. 'cause they're-
between the well access and Baron's access to create water and heat water and Rose's soap, and smells and things of that sort, you are able to get yourself bathed and your clothes cleaned, and anything that okay, maybe not anything, but most of what your little heart desires, you can get done in this small bathroom in the basement of Kazur's abode.
Oh yeah.
God, imagine how tangled in like rough hair was.
Oh God,
No
so
shampoo,
bad.
know.
Conditioner.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I hear like they used to let it get really like back in like when they did really high like beehive or like
The 80s?
buns with
Yeah.
cats and shit. No, not the 80s. Like
1700s, like the stack.
yeah, like
makes-
Oh,
queen
those
kinda
ones.
shit.
Okay, gotcha.
They would wash their hair, then they'd put a shit ton of oil and grease in it, and then they'd put powder in it to suck up the oil, but it makes your hair really hard, and that's how they got it to stay so big. But they used to basically use dry shampoo. That's how they got
Yeah.
around.
But
Right now? Anyway.
I'm gonna have to take you, Rose, to Mirkowak, I'm pretty sure. Is that how you say it? For the capital city? of Mirko?
Masarawak. Masarawak.
Also,
Marowak. Sorry. just kidding.
I'll spell it.
We love marijuana.
phonetically, it is Ma-se-ro-wak.
Yo, that's whack. Okay, Macero.
Most people just say Mase.
Okay.
That is actually true.
Oh. Must say.
Unbelievably large city with a quite incredible market for goods.
Oh, all these new adventures and new
Just
items to see and
Literally stores with just soap.
wait, I'm sorry.
It's a store.
Stores of just soap.
It's just soap they sell. Soaps and perfumes. The really good ones only sell soap.
So, how would one go about moving there?
Wow. Don't you have a kingdom to run when you return?
But it doesn't have soap stores.
I'm not established as a member of the council, and, well, the kingdom that I was to marry to kind of fell apart, so I kind of don't have that. I asked my parents before I left if they needed me to stay to run the house and, help with the city and, be a noble lady as I was raised, and they basically said, get out. In a kinder terms, more of, we don't need you for that. Please enjoy your life and go do whatever you must.
Ah. Well, maybe our adventures will take us there, hopefully. That's quite a fun city.
She had a vision she'd be queen, and now she's just like, well, I guess I'll just live my life.
With her scaly boyfriend in the Arctic.
Yeah.
Whenever he comes back.
Somehow she's gonna be queen at some point because Bahamut showed her a vision.
Ew.
Maybe it's just a vision of a dream she was gonna
Queen of... Wait, no, Meso isn't monarchy, I don't think.
No, it's not.
We overtake the government and institute a monarchy.
Queen of the Four Isles.
That is
literally.
pure peak D&D fashion. Overtake a government, install a monarchy.
Hooray!
Anyhow, yeah, no, that's quite remarkable.
Well, this little dwarf is gonna turn in for the night.
You don't want to take a
Ina
bath
hops
as
out
well?
of the bath.
I'll have a bath in the morning. It's all good.
I'll probably take one in the morning as well.
Well, then I will take one after Ina.
I'm out. I just hopped out. Mink.
Okay, then Rose.
Ina's walking around the basement naked now with a towel around her
no,
head.
no.
No. Now
New
she changed. New woman.
Wow, new woman.
Wow. Okay, the towel's around her body and her hair's just like all over the place.
No, it's just sitting down. She's trying to be proper.
All right. Well, okay, I need to apparently relearn how Ina works in this new place. So.
She's new. It's a whole new woman.
New. Oh wait, what is the day?
What day is it?
That is a good question, Lappy.
I lost
When-
my notes when I moved, so
Oof.
I still haven't been taking notes. When Noodle wrote it down for
Hold on.
Africa, we were in the last month.
In the last month.
We just entered the last month, and that was when we were at that.
Okay,
city
it was
we
the
got kicked out.
14th on October 30th when we had the spooky day one. It was the 14th.
Okay.
You guys traveled for 8 days, which means it is the 22nd.
Wait. That means we passed Rose's birthday.
Oh shit.
Oof.
Rose is 22.
Was not aware. Sorry about
It's okay.
that.
No, it's
We can
okay.
celebrate it next time. You wanted to celebrate it, and then you're like, let's get on land first. And then you got here, and you're like, okay, well, let's take a day to rest first, and then
Yeah.
we'll celebrate Rose's birthday.
Baron's birthday is coming
Oh,
up.
I
too.
mentioned Meso for her birthday for when we eventually get there.
There you go. We'll go
There
to
you
Mesa for your birthday. Yeah, see, it all falls together, guys.
How many days are in the months again?
30.
30. Okay.
We're
I
almost-
know,
yeah.
28. 28. Wait,
28.
Wait,
I
no,
sent
it's
it-
30.
I sent
You
it
said
to.
30.
Did I? Okay, so it's 30.
It's 30.
Okay, it's
Wanted to
8 days.
clean 30.
I was gonna say I sent it in the chat at one point.
It's
It was a
30.
Sorry.
really long
What?
message.
You didn't miss anything.
We're just talking about how many days we're in a month.
It's 30. I'm like
It's 30.
It's
and
Okay.
it's
30,
8
and
months.
then we're about to enter like the 2-month winter thing because winter isn't a month; it's like its own thing.
It's 8 days until Baron's 156th birthday.
Sheesh.
That's a big one.
Sheesh. That's a big one, man. That's what all the dwarves wait for, man.
156? Is that what you said?
Winter 50.
All right, but Ina has her bath. Rose steps in after the two boys go to their room for the evening and bed down. Is there anything you'd like to do for the end of the night, any of you?
Well, I would say organize who's sleeping too, because there's.
I
just
mean,
two rooms.
I figured that the two guys were sleeping together and the two, well, not together, but in the same room, and the two girls were in the same room.
Big, small, big, small. And so we do it.
They are outlandishly big beds.
Perfect.
They're usually meant for. Let's say this is where like Kazoo would bring his like squad of people all of the time, and so one room there's like the bed is. It's like a weird.
Are
Like
we
they're big enough for 3 people, 3 full-size people each to sleep on the one bed.
okay? Baron's gonna put a pillow in between us and say, "No funny business," and then and then he's gonna go to sleep.
I should punch you right now.
Yeah.
What did we
you-
just talk about?
you should.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should shit on you right now.
I mean, if you're going by the scale of the last time, it tracks.
Yeah. I mean,
Physical
I'm bathing in the
violence,
morning.
shitting, farting. Those were the 3 steps that you guys made at the first one.
Please don't. I'd rather you punch.
But
Ooh.
anyway, you guys bed down for the evening in a damp, not necessarily chilly, but definitely more solid ground than where you've been sleeping in the past weeks. And the first solid rest that you all have had in a long time, with a warm meal in your bellies and a good night's rest, unworried about what may waylay you in the night. You all sleep easy. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Yeah.
When you guys get to go meet Icky.
Icky! I love him already.
You, Brandy,
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah,
love
yeah.
Icky.
Wait, Icky's my
Scribe.
guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Icky!
I
Show
forgot
up.
the name. I know the personality. I think we talked about the
Yeah,
personality
yeah.
before, but I forgot the name. And my god.
Yeah. His real name is Ignatius, but everybody calls him Icky. His real
Icky.
name, or they call him Icky, and you'll see why whenever the time comes. But yes, Ina,
And it's
Ina
the
will
guy
fucking
selling
love.
animals.
It is
He's
not the
like,
guy. I will say it is not him, but
I have a completely different past with that guy.
yeah.
Mm.
That was funny. When we talked about that in your backstory, I was like, fuck yes.
He's basically my equivalent of the cabbage guy from Avatar: The Last Airbender, kinda. Like that's
Yeah.
the vibe. It's like, God damn it, this guy keeps following me.
it's yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Yay.
We go to another city and there he is again, and we're just like,
Yeah, shit.
Shit.
I'm very good at avoiding him. Don't worry. I try it all the time.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
mhm.
thanks for playing, guys. It was good to be back at it. Sorry, I definitely did not fall asleep last week, but
I'm thankful. We didn't make it to my city without me because I would have.
True.
that's very
was
true.
good.
That's very true.
That was
Mhm.
an ask Kazur every question I could session.
Mm, yeah.
yeah. We're like, we're getting all your lore. We didn't even get to ask. Like, I rolled to see if I could ask you if your dad influences your mood or your personality.
Mm.
Because I was like, would Rose notice this? So I rolled intelligence, and she didn't get high. So I was like, no, she didn't.
Mm. Rude.
Even if you rolled high, it's technically not right. But
No.
anyway,
I don't even think Kazur knows the answer to that question.
yeah, not. But
True.
all right, I know at least a couple of you have things you're going to do or have to do tonight. So thanks for playing, guys.
Session.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have to get
Everyone
together
enjoy
for
your
some more
nights.
games.
Mhm.
Yes.
Everyone's free next Sunday, right? Please. Please
As-
tell me we're good.
As of right now, I am. So
Me
As
too.
of right
I
now,
think-
I am too.
Okay.
As of right now, I am.
Good. I
we're
would
all
love to
adults.
get back
Things
to our
change on an
regular-
hourly basis. So
Yes.
have a good night, guys. Thanks for playing.
Good night.
Bye. All right, Chatteroni and cheese. We are gonna head off for the evening. Thanks for hanging out and watching us play Dungeons and Dragons. It was a lot of fun. My screen is very orange. I'm going to attempt to change that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. And until next time, I love you, and I love each and every one of you. Have a swell night. Bye.